Remember that? Don't trust anyone, people. That seems to be the mum of a lot of shit out there. Gonna be playing a game. Never played this game before. I played the sequel. Why we get into some serious crap out here. So let's start with let me just throw us into the dark with the darkness of a Birdie Spectre re-upload. Let's see what the man said about the infamous Birdie.
Before I begin, please do not use this as discourse. If you must share this with anyone, please don't give out my name on any platform, since I'm not one to enjoy spotlight under any circumstances. I also want to mention I will not be offended if you do not respond to this email. You do not owe me, a stranger, anything in the slightest. I thought over it for about a month before I finally responded, and I asked, "Hello, is your Discord still the name listed in this email?" And they responded with, "Hi. As it turns out, this person has been lying to me about being Birdie for months. They genuinely tricked me through my lack of knowledge on who Birdie is. I'm so sorry for wasting your time. I wanted to know more about this, because even if I don't know who Birdie is, what kind of human being would pretend to be someone else?" I got to know this person, and we've been talking over the course of the past few weeks.
Not getting much of the game capture.
Nice person. We get along very well. We get along so well, I'd even dare say that we're friends to a certain degree, all because I just kind of wanted to talk to them about some, bull drama that I wanted to maybe make a video on.
Game not coming through. Why should I even care about that?
We were rambling for a long time, and they told me about a story of how there was this little internet group where somebody almost killed themselves on camera with a shotgun, willingly, and everybody in the group was, into it. One of them even sent the shotgun to this individual so that they could do it on camera.
They're missing out on some great gameplay.
Overnight.
But maybe I shouldn't bother.
It was an exciting, thrilling experience that they were excited for.
old school ACC and issues with fucking capturing the game I'm trying to play. Maybe I made a mistake with the game I played. So let's do this.
And apparently the person that was gonna do it was excited as well. If that doesn't make you uncomfortable, then I don't know what will. Person willingly killing themselves, not because they're sad, not because they're upset in any way, but because they want the attention of the people that are going to watch them do it. The attention that after they do it, they're no longer going to receive. What kind of mind thinks like that? And what kind of people would encourage that? They were 17 years old. The world is a scary place. A very scary place. Scarier than a lot of us can fathom, and a lot scarier than a lot of us want to accept. A lot of us are blind to some of the horrors in this world, and a lot of us never had to face those monsters that roam around out there, and a lot of us don't really fully understand it, me included. But there are some people out there that have experienced it. There are some people out there that have gone through more than we can even imagine, and it shapes them into something that others might see as strange or weird or even evil. This video attempts to rationalize these monsters. As little excuse as some of them might have, maybe it's important to understand what can help versus what will hurt. Many young
Monsters. These young people are monsters. Remember that. These kids are monsters. Let's exploit them instead of actually try to stop the environment they are. But these guys, like Spock, they are kids themselves, aren't they?
on the internet certainly aren't one of those things. The animation meme community certainly is not one of those things. Traumatized individuals run to the internet for safety, only to find validation in ways that further encourage unhealthy progression. The internet feels good to them.
You would know about that, apparently, if things are true about you. And I can't even get the fairy that I'm watching on screen. Let's try a different game. Lame, but keep going.
But in most cases, it absolutely isn't good for them. Today isn't entirely about Birdie. Although Birdie is a large topic of the video, Birdie is only a chess piece to the example this video tries to make. Birdie is our starting point. You'll be introduced to many different types of people, lots of them human, and lots of them hurting, and some of them very dangerous. They're not dangerous to us, no. They're dangerous to themselves, and they're dangerous to the people that are like them.
True enough, true enough. How's your video gonna help that out? And why did this get taken down?
Do you remember being a child?
No.
Likely not. Much of that era of my life is vaguely remembered. There are points where my memories are only recollected through stories told by my parents. More than that, there are situations that I don't recall ever supposedly even happening. I have a sister. When I was around 6 to 8 years old, me and my sister were arguing with one another. Eventually, I did something that aggravated her quite a bit, and she said, "I hate you." And I wittily responded with, "Well, yeah, you better learn to like me, because one day we're gonna have to get married." My parents very quickly corrected that after they overheard our conversation. My inexperienced childhood brain thought that, the idea that my parents had the same last name meant that they were siblings. My sister had the same last name as me,
Weirdo.
So I kind of put that, flimsy puzzle piece together. That memory is ingrained in me very strongly. And I'm not sure why this one stuck, but it did. Could you imagine if my family decided to never correct me on this incorrect view of life?
I'm trying to get the game capture.
Could you imagine if my parents also convinced my sister about this incorrect view of life? On top of that, let's propose the idea that families cut us off from the outside world. Me and my sister would probably grow into an incestuous relationship. Because
what?
We're raised to think,
I'll leave it here.
Normal because we had no other moral grounds to stand on for reference. Children are extremely malleable, way more malleable than a lot of us.
What? You think just because you had a childish thing, you would have had a childish incesthood? It's just wild. I hope this is a joke. He doesn't sound like he's a joke. Oh, Jesus
Realize
Christ.
Childhood trauma, childhood neglect will ripple devastating mental issues across decades of impairment. Some children are so mentally tormented by dysfunctional roots that some of their dysfunction and misunderstanding of the world is permanent. The first 12 years of a child's life is pivotal. That is what will shape the mental psyche of who they are and what they're mentally capable of. Reasoning, rationale, mental identity, critical thinking, a sense of belonging. All of these things are formed underneath this threshold. But what if a child was taught not to try? Or worse, not taught anything at all? A child without a supportive information system is a child...
Okay, great hypothetical, dude. How old was this guy when he made this? Was he even over the age of 18? I forget how old Spoctor's even now. I'll look that up.
Who's forced to learn on
And
their
I'm
own.
not getting
and
the
in
video.
most cases, they can't learn on their own until that initial threshold is passed. The gateway to meaningful foundation is closed, and they're left with extremely underdeveloped understandings of their identity and a way of life. And then society views them as weirdos, as monsters, because they didn't grow up in a way they should have. This is a philosophy we can apply to a large majority of disgruntled children. This is a philosophy we can try to understand among the progression of this video. Individuals without a solid supporting family will never form a solid sense of identity. Neglect will create insecurity, insecurity will create discombobulation and impulsivity. We can't fault these children for how they act. We need to leave a little bit of wiggle room for them, for mistake and learning. Of course, there is a threshold. A complete disregard for another human's life, or a complete distasteful disregard for the feelings of another human is something.
Okay, Spoctor Tech is 24 currently, so I guess give or take some time. This video might not actually have. I'm guessing this is 4 or 5 years ago. We'll see. Okay. Let's get into the nerdy gritty. Fucking hell.
That is quite possibly inexcusable. Society should not have to deal with such monsters, even if that's how they were raised. But in more cases than not, disgruntled children will only hurt those around them in a rapid desire to feel validity and a sense of belonging, and then they'll unhealthily cling to it despite the pains it may cause around them. It's a warranted selfish need to feel a feeling that they had been lacking all throughout childhood for one reason or another. There are many facets to this behavior, but it all roots down to this one basic desire. And unfortunately, many of these children who are tormented, who have been neglected, and who do have problems in their family, try to search for something that they never got on the internet, in all of the wrong places. And that brings our story to where we are today.
Decided to talk more about the subject regardless of what people say. Birdie.
My thoughts on this.
Which
Can't read fast.
the ones that and I'm back with it.
Okay, quite an interesting sort of development. It was really that fucking game, which I find very fucking funny at the end of the day. No. Okay, got everything sorted out. Oh, Jesus Christ. What's with all these?
Responsible. I take part in this fall of, imbalance of justice. Simply put.
Oh, God. Okay. Have to rewind it. Okay. Are we older now? Probably not. Probably not. It's the internet. What's
Do we
with
remember
this?
Birdie? One of the most infamous animation memers back in 2017 and 2020. The one that got himself in a plethora of trouble. One of the biggest controversies back then was correspondent to an obsession he had for other creators within the community. Notably Sleepy Kink. Some people said that he was obsessed with Kitty Dog. Birdie is a very interesting case in our community, considering Birdie is one of the very few animators that managed to fall as a villain. Whereas others in this community who have admitted to actions possibly far worse than what Birdie has done, they're still thriving to this day. I realize I am partially responsible. I take part in this fall of, imbalance of justice. Simply put, Birdie isn't really a monster. Birdie is not an animal. Birdie is, in fact, very human. A lot of the dehumanizing nature of what I said in
Yes. Is this you trying to correct the record? I really wish this did have a date at the end of the day. Because this almost seems decent, but how does he follow up with it?
that video that I made 3 years ago is not really what I align with anymore. I come to realize that many of the young people in this community didn't cut Birdie any slack.
Oh boy, looky here. An actual rant instead of some clickbaity title.
Holy shit, go to bed, it's past your bedtime. And then when the adults...
Is this actually gonna give any prescriptions? That's what I haven't actually watched this, so I'm curious about this. This seems to be a theme with the ACC.
Decided to follow without paying much attention, that's what set the nail in the coffin. Near the beginning of his infamy, he released a video called Pretty Little Psycho, where he would kill the fangirls of a creator that he looked...
Yeah, okay, how do you deal with something like this? Someone this unhinged. And if they have an audience, there's concerns about that Fucking hell.
Up to, or as some people would say, obsessed over.
Birdie basically sent death threats to Kitty Dog fans and proclaimed her love to Kitty Dog.
And I'm 95% sure Birdie regrets making this video. It is important to remember that intent is more important than outcome. I know his intent throughout all of his scandals were not evil. Love is a very
How the fuck do you know that? Okay, just make assumptions. Did you talk to Birdie? People can lie about their fucking intent. Okay, I like the idea behind this, but the execution, fucking horrible
powerful emotion.
so far.
It can cause people to act out in ways that are unimaginable. The amount of vulnerability love subjects to people is beautiful in a way, but it can also be extremely unstable. And with Birdie's pretty little psycho meme killing the Kitty Dog fangirls, it makes sense with the context that it's very obvious that Kitty Dog and Birdie had an emotional attachment towards one another in one way or another, and that's something that hadn't been made public whatsoever. Their friendship was a lot more than what was put forth within the words in passing. And yet this was never really mentioned throughout any of the videos online. How strange.
Birdie was in another relationship, which then soon ended due to Birdie Dog unable to get control of her quote-unquote feelings for Kitty Dog. I have family that suffers from both of these disorders, and they act very similar to Birdie, having obsessions with either objects or people, and when they cannot have this obsession, they tend to become defensive or angry.
These two did have a very intimate relationship with one another, and yet that factor was merely overlooked when lambasting Birdie. An obsession with Kitty Dog is a grossly incorrect observation to make in regards to these two's relationship. It's quite clear the two of them had a profoundly unhealthy liking to one another in one way or another. The dichotomy between these two is very clearly being incorrectly identified as an obsession, when we can obviously see that is not the case. And we all know Kitty Dog isn't the perfect angel as many of the rants paint her to be, as evident by the things that have been said about her on Twitter, online, yada yada. It's abundantly clear Kitty Dog has issues of her.
Oh, because of what people said about her online, we know there's issues. God damn. You're like halfway there, dude. Okay. Rumor. Fucking. Okay.
And with Kitty Dog's severe lack of self-attentiveness, it's very clear that Kitty Dog has a very hyperactive state of libido, and by extension, emotion. It's just a recipe for disaster waiting to happen. Although many children
Almighty
around that age can be with
genius,
puberty. A lot of what has
Bacter
happened
people.
now is merely an onslaught of the learning the world around you. Same can be said about most of the kids in this situation. Funnily enough, I started releasing the badly done videos on Birdie rants around this time, considering how fucking terrible a lot of them were.
Hey guys, I'm here to talk about lovely Birdie Dog.
It sounds like you're talking to me on the left side of my ear. This audio isn't even stable.
There has been this irrational hate boner for Birdie way before Birdie even went on to do anything ridiculous. I even showed it in my video that Kitty Dog did not care about what Birdie was doing.
Inspired by me, so I do not care.
Little did I realize they were buddies at the time. You know, buddies for a decent bit up until like the end of 2019. So
Yes, backstabbing, all the fucking bullshit that continues in the ACC nowadays.
this whole Kitty Dog Birdie thing is very obviously missing a piece. And there's people out there speaking for these two when quite literally they don't know what's going on. It's a lot more personal than it seems.
And you do? And you do, dude? Just the irony of this.
It can be easy to
Sorry.
become angry when someone you thought likes you shuts you out. It can be aggravating when the person you like gets an assload of attention from strangers. It's very, very simple to say that this whole thing should have been kept private and not uploaded. It's inappropriate. Pretty apparent they'd both encourage each other to create NSFW works of themselves and other characters, including Sleepy King. So these two people being together was an obviously very unhealthy connection. Another thing Birdie got flamed for was that he was doing all of this while dating Fonte, otherwise known as Heimguts. You know, 12-year-olds dating, because that's how old they were at the time. I don't know why we didn't expect them to behave the best as 12-year-olds dating. People that young have quite literally just finally developed their mental foundation, and they've finally developed the tools to start analyzing the world around them. No wonder there were issues between the two. No wonder there were disloyalty problems, especially in an environment like this. For sure, it's not a good thing that Birdie did that, but it sure as hell isn't the most fucking evil thing either.
No wonder his audience hated this. This is like, it's not quite as bad as iDubbbz and like Trolls Remorse. And you're acting all high and mighty. No wonder his audience hated this. The direction
The
he went
virtue
in.
righteousness that everyone felt at the time was just extremely shallow. This isn't pure evil. This is just naivety. And the people painting it as evil publicly doesn't help anything, that's for sure. Because then in the future,
Like
you grow
you.
up and become vindictive. which is what Birdie did. And yeah, self-development is harsh,
Yeah.
but you don't have to feel the harshness that strongly
God.
throughout the internet, and the internet never forgets. Very clear that Birdie and the person he was dating did not have very clear communication with one another. Incentives from
No
Birdie's friends even say
shit,
that. Phonic
Sherlock.
didn't like it, but didn't know how to properly communicate that, and just ran to friends to cope with it. That could have spiraled into a situation where friends built a self-righteous desire to expose Birdie, and also amped up Fontic into disliking Birdie. So, one of Birdie's first
Yeah, I ended
relationships
up
soiled
going with
and
Outer
destroyed.
Worlds too.
Remember when you lost your first relationship that you took seriously? It took months for me to heal, and a lot of the anger throughout the process was
Lio.
irrational and unimaginable. I was a fucking asshole. But yeah, during this time, Birdie and Fontic would date on and off, over and over again, basically breaking each other apart, bit by bit, week by week.
Trust me, this is gonna tie into Lio, but Lio alone isn't the problem. Okay, Lio Convoy is not the problem. He should be the fucking adult. He should have stepped, maybe not in this era, okay? The dude is trying to be a leader. Is he actually now? He tried to be a leader. He failed miserably. What is he doing? Being a complete asshole. I'll get
Sounds
to it.
fucking exhausting, right? Why was Birdie labeled as the bad guy for doing things that Heimguns was apparently encouraging? You know, sexual acts, roleplay, like, okay, it happened, I guess? Hell, even on the freaking
Right
Birdie
now?
wiki, the wiki says that Fontic bullied Birdie. How did Birdie end up being the bad guy here? Because they posted a shitload of vents online, and because everyone saw those first and thought they were dumb, Birdie released mountains of inappropriate vents on his second account. Vents that only served to escalate the situation. Vents I argue should have been kept way private, and any mention of their relationship should have been handled way more professionally on a social basis. Birdie was
Why the hell do you want to come in here, okay? I can do call-ins via Discord. You're going to have to fucking give me a moment to set some stuff up if you want to do that. I'll have to take the game up also. Let me see if I can even get this done. Okay, bye-bye game. Let this play. Probably going to have to kick ZV's ass because
way too disgruntled to
maybe he'll have something, maybe he won't.
understand that, and that's his downfall. We had a situation with Doge Dust, where Doge Dust attempted to pretend to kill themselves to either A, entice a reaction out of people, or B, freak out Birdie and push him away because for some reason these kids don't know how to properly communicate their emotions, so they resort to these hyper-extreme tactics that basically mentally exhaust everyone around them. Then we had Toxikai, who acted like a complete dickhead to everybody around him and, you know, panicked a majority of the animation community with his threats of mass reporting, and apparently I was shipped with him at one point. I don't remember that, but I guess that happened. Toxikai, Doge Dust, Heim, they were all the ones responsible for Birdie's channel being terminated, the constant back and forth, the constant berating, degrading, insulting, the vents, the reporting. This was far more than just a one-sided thing, and I don't know why everyone thought it was. Honestly, you can just boil
Was it one-sided at the end of the day? Yeah, I'm just going to make this full screen until I get this other shit up.
down every
see
and all
if I
the
can
drama
get it to work.
situations from Birdie into a very few simple things. Interpersonal relationship quarrels being outed online by children who have very limited grasp on social understanding.
No shit, Sherlock.
Oh, that's it. There's no more. It's actually just one simple thing. That's it. We always called Birdie the bad guy, but yet never once looked backwards at the people that surrounded him. Look at Doge, look at Heim, look at Toxikai. Those people were very, very bad to Birdie, and Birdie
Yeah, no
kept
shit.
trying to be close with them. Birdie kept trying to be attached to them. This isn't a case of Birdie bad. This is a case of an entire circle being absolutely abhorrent to one another. They faked
Yep.
suicide. They took down his YouTube channel. They spilled out their interpersonal relationship issues to everyone else without even talking to him. And then Birdie would lash out in very irresponsible ways. Ways that further drew attention to everyone to try to victimize himself, to try to turn something that was not black and white into a black and white matter. But yet he would still cling to the people that hurt him. Birdie is merely a result of a child being given too much spotlight at a very important developmental period in their life. A period where they try to break away and rebel against their parents. And so they stop listening to their advice. And so they try to be their own person and only end up destroying themselves in the process. If you're a nobody, then usually this period will pass by and no one will remember it and everyone will forget about it. But if you're someone like Birdie, who had a lot of people watching you, the effects of that period of your life will linger forever. Unfortunately, a lot of what's out there is verbal discourse of Birdie, an emotional person who tends to rant out their heart online when he is wronged by the people around him. And the people around him have very much wronged him so in very many ways. But a majority of people saw Birdie's vents and thought it was very ridiculous and inappropriate, which it was. But there's way more to the story to paint a full picture. Birdie has been off the internet since 2021, and supposedly has been improving tenfold with the way he behaves, acts, and communicates with people. Who knew getting out of a very toxic environment and a very toxic internet circle could be so healthy for you? Because when disgruntled individuals give you attention, and you enjoy it, and you get that rush, you don't want to leave them, and you get trapped in the cycle. Some people don't learn to let go, and that's a very dangerous thing. Finding good
No
people is
shit.
hard, especially for someone at that age. Very, very young.
Okay, you're gonna have to call me ZV if you want on. Okay, I have everything set up. Have fun with that.
Into my childhood life, my parents instilled very strong values into how I should respond to somebody that is hurting me. I don't think Birdie's parents did the same. Who you surround yourself with defines who you end up becoming, and the people that Birdie surrounded himself with are some very disgruntled individuals. None of them, by far, however, has been as bad as an individual named Elijah.
Yeah, Elijah. So we're learning about Birdie from Spoctor Tech. Beautiful, beautiful bean footage crap.
Now, that's not what they go by online. However, that is a name that they do use. And it's a broad enough name to where anyone watching this video won't be able to find out who he is. Elijah ran a notorious internet group online, one that I will just refer to as the group for the rest of this video. The reason I'm using
So is this dice? Is this the dicey dice? And this Morderheim, whatever the fuck dice leader, or is this some other loser? That's what I want to know. Because I like looking at the sources. Yep. Dice.org. At least the re-uploader is honest enough with that. Thought so.
names is because this individual Elijah has an extremely obsessive desire to receive any form of attention that there is, even when the attention is negative. And yeah, I'm giving him a little bit of attention by making the video. However, the broadness of which I use to identify
Yes, sunlight is the best disinfectant. Pull these people out and make them feel bad for what they're doing. Mock them for being such little pathetic little worms that they have to have other people cut themselves their names. This is just such pathetic behavior that these kids showed. And the adults just, what did they do? Obviously, fucking Spoctor Tech might have been fucking having a hard drive with minor porn, which he destroyed after he turned 18, and maybe something more. Yeah, shit.
him will not allow other people to find him, and that's what I feel like is more important
Is
here.
it that quiet? I'm checking the audio.
Welcome to...
No one wants to learn. No one wants to learn about the past. They want to just harp on the dipshits in the future. The best way to know how to deal with the current day and the future is to learn about the past. So, shit, no patience.
You may be asking yourself, what is... This is an organization, a safe space for those who don't belong, a cozy environment to meet new friends and others just like you, a family that gives you relentless support and is there for you no matter the time or occasion. What are the rules? Respect your leaders and other members. Respect the blacklist and add trigger warnings if needed, if required.
It's like cognitive dissonance. Respect my authority, some Cartman bullshit. But of course, that's the front-facing bullshit there. And this is 2020, edgy sort of ARG sort of style. Yeah, I really need to bring up something real quick. It's funnier than this.
Yo, who left this garbage playing?
What?
Let us let Elijah set a very important example today. Elijah is an individual from Ireland. Birdie met them near the era of around 2020 and joined their group for a very short period of time before promptly exiting. I'd say they knew each other for around a month. You see, Elijah used to be part of this older group online that he run jointly together with another individual named Gio. They called it the Trash Gang. Elijah really liked Birdie. I think so much so, in fact, that back in the day, he used to pretend to be Birdie. It got so unremarkably bad that Elijah soon polluted their own brain into kind of like thinking they...
Is this like a single white female sort of bullshit out there?
were Birdie for a short period of time. You'll find this is a very common thing among Birdie circles. The original Trash group used to be all about love, positivity, but they also do a lot of deplorable things. They'd share themselves cutting on the group because, I don't know, it's attention seeking.
This is another thing about all of this. I'm wondering about the Kumo connection because he got with that girl who got him to cut. I'm wondering if that girl was part of DICE. Hell, even Kumo. They were fucked up fucking individuals. Even... Yeah, let me just say that.
To what I've been told, I believe Elijah used to cut a lot in the group, and it made everyone all fucking weird because, yeah, it's weird. And then Gio and Elijah had a very, very passionate.
Brilliant. That's weird. No, it's disturbing. Sheesh. Quick sort of break. Pizza time pizza. Real quick. Pizza time pizza break. Let me make sure this pops up. Do. Nope.
Not a cult. Pizza time. Not a cult. Pizza time. Not a cult. Pizza time.
This is a great time to just call me ZV. Okay.
Not a cult.
Pizza time, pizza is not a cult. If you think pizza is a cult.
When was this?
You're just so
6 years ago.
Stop leaving comments saying that.
What was this running cover for DICE, or did DICE take advantage of this sort of atmosphere? It's also the Mama Max thing. He got into the whole ARG thing with the ARG people, you know, the dipshits doing ARG. I don't think that's an accident. Distortion of reality.
It is a cult. Pizza time, pizza is definitely not a cult.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah. Call in. Oh, sorry. I'll call you. I didn't hear that.
It's also not pizza time, pizza. Therefore, pizza time, pizza is not a cult.
Hey there, how's it going? Yes, want to hang out with me? Yes, join Pizza
Hey,
Time Pizza.
I don't know
yes,
why I can't
have
unmute.
a really great time. Wow,
I
come on,
cannot
take my
unmute
hand now.
myself.
Yes,
You're gonna have
follow
to hear me
my
through the
house.
stream.
Yes, we can eat some pizza. Yes.
I don't know why the fuck. I guess I can't do it. Oh, I allow my mic. Okay. I'm like, why can't I unmute myself? I'm doing it on the Discord thing, so... Yes, so you enjoying the production, or are you just going to... You're like Jar with the sleepy time call thing. CV, I hope you can hear me now. Did you just fall asleep? You got some of that Jar narcolepsy now? So quiet, so quiet. Too quiet. Okay. Oh, shit. I'm not able to hear you. Ha ha ha. Audio settings. I don't have the right one. Sorry, man. Okay. Yeah. I normally check it. I'm like, I check the... You're calling during the stream. Okay. I didn't check my settings. I'm all funked out with this sort of cult stuff. So, did you join any cults when you were this age? Okay. I wasn't involved with this sort of stuff. You're closer in age to these sort of weird DICE cult and all this crap.
Birdie's older than me by...
Oh, you
How
and
old is Birdie?
I don't fucking know. I'm going down the Birdie
You don't
rabbit
even
hole
know.
to learn. No. She's like 20-something now, I think. 21, 22. Yeah. Oh, sorry.
This guy's
I'm so
transphobic.
canceled,
This guy's
yeah.
transphobic. You're
It's
canceled,
not
buddy.
transphobic, okay? It's just...
No, you're transphobic. You're transphobic.
Oh, God.
Wow.
You're going with the woke scold's logic. Okay.
Oh, you're transphobic. You know my pronouns are they, them. You misgender me several
No.
Oh, my gosh. Yeah, you're Vince Martin. You're
Okay.
transphobic.
Good. I need more transphobic crap.
Good?
I need more I'm too untransphobic for most other people. I'm not transphobic enough for most communities because I make the attempt to actually use their pronouns. Just if I make the mistake, I don't give a fuck, okay?
Falling out, and then they eventually became enemies and
you
had
got the
splitting ideologies.
okay. I'm
Gio's
looking
group
up
became
Birdie's
more of a loving,
age, okay,
friendly
Jack.
place, whereas Elijah's group maintained the
hey,
once
them.
intense details that rooted in the group's creation. What exactly is the group? Well, to put
I'm
the group
taking my
bluntly,
time.
it is a group of kids that are
Well,
trying to
listen to
basically
Spoctor.
out-edgy
You
one another
loving
in
the
this.
Spoctor tech old thing? You know, he totally was part of the problem, but then he started to moralize to his former audience. Like, we were bad. The content you subscribed to me for, I did it. He's actually not even saying he's doing harm. It's sort of funny.
twisted sense to receive attention and validity. And
Just
Elijah
go to
is
bed,
in the
man.
center of this group.
Check
He
out.
appoints friends and buddies as
I'm
moderators.
sleepy.
They have a general open invite policy for anyone who can
I
be
took a
on.
nap.
In order for you to be trusted,
Go to
however, you
bed,
need to be,
then.
I guess, quote, cool enough
to bed.
to be allowed to hang out with them. You know,
Get
being
the
cool
proper
is
sleep.
basically equivalent to
What's the
you have to
important
give
stuff you
an
gotta do?
extremely amount of attention to these people in ways that are almost outlandish.
Okay, Jack, it was 19 in 2024, so that's either 20 or 21 now. Okay, beautiful stuff, right? Beautiful bean footage stuff.
Obscure. Other people who have covered this group.
That's what
called
it says on the
cult,
wiki.
But I think that's a very, very poor description for this group. This is a very, very
Yes.
poorly done cult. If this is a cult,
There's a
Because
lot
there's
of
no
people
structure,
older than
there's
you.
No appointment.
You're a
it's quite
baby.
literally just a group of disgruntled kids trying to be
Vincent
edgy and I guess
Martin,
cool.
you're
Here's some
going to
images
be
taken from
when-
Elijah's Instagram.
Wow.
Some of them are from Gio's Instagram. It's just a bunch of promotional stuff to promote their group. People
super,
writing on
like,
their bodies.
mature,
People encouraging you to
childish, well,
join.
not childish,
It's a friendly place.
slightest.
There's a set
Oh,
of
you're
rules that you have
super
to follow
childish,
because
dude.
you know
Okay.
Discord servers have rules.
I know
Okay,
you're
Vincent
smart.
Martin.
I know you're smarter. You're probably mentally mature and retarded at the same time. You know, you have this sort of
That's so sweet of you.
Oh, look at how you go on about how you love morale and other shit like that. You-
Okay, is there a problem
That's
that
sadism.
I love morale?
It's just like some sort of sadist sort of streak. I'm not understanding the sort of he berates you and slanders you and talks a lot of shit, and you like have a floor. What is that condition where someone falls in love with their fucking? I don't know if you're parodying that or if you genuinely have that sort of attachment when someone.
Are you saying Stockholm?
It might be Stockholm. Yes, it might be
No,
Stockholm
they're not,
syndrome.
No, I might be like sleep deprived, even though I know those aren't remotely similar in the slightest. You're being
okay.
very silly, Vincent Martin. You're being
I
silly.
know, I'm
and
going
each
off
other,
the cuff,
That doesn't get
okay.
followed at all. Here's a couple of screenshots
Okay.
of members from the group basically
lots.
threatening to leak a 10-year-old's address. You want to see pure evil of people who do things just.
So Spoctertech, you love him, you know him,
Wow.
right?
You're not gonna
Okay.
say you're not gonna say you love me back.
Dude, I do not get parasocial relationships. You people on the internet are just internet people.
You have to say it back.
I hate everyone on the internet. If someone's like, I gotta love the internet, I'm gonna say I hate you all. Okay, I just hate everyone on the internet. Okay, a reactionary perspective to this.
No, but so if Beckett says to you, right, if he says he loves you, would you say you love him back?
No, I'd say, fucking dude, that's weird. That's weird, dude. Okay, get. Stop with this parasocial obsession. Okay, people need to unnormalize the parasocial obsession that these young dumb children get attached to a point where they fucking imitate them. Single white female sort of fucking vibes, and you, whatever your issue is with your fucking abusers, it's just whack.
Abusers? Are you insinuating
no.
Rao is my abuser? Are you calling
No.
Rao an abuser? Is this an accusation?
No. He treats you like shit. He treats you like shit. Okay, everyone treats you like shit.
So you're
Okay.
implying. No, are you implying?
No,
that
I'm saying literal facts.
Is abusing me?
It's not abuse,
so
okay?
it's a
They
fact.
are treating you like an asshole. They're treating you like an evil troll. Remember, you got the lyrics, he's afraid of you. Lyrics is afraid of you.
Okay,
Lyrics.
but listen.
But he's afraid of everyone nowadays.
Afraid of everyone. Yeah,
Yes, he's blocked everyone. Liam Donovan's like, block. I saw that too. I didn't get the block, but I'm not a commentary spurg.
You're making a statement here, saying
I'm not making a statement. I'm making that
This is like
I misspoke. No, I misspoke, man. You are gonna be a bad faith. Oh, did they not treat you like total shit, Morale? Kept on using the fucking Nomas Yav. You fucked your fictional sister or something from Nomas Yav. That's had to hurt, man. I'll just go to bed, man.
Nomas Yav wasn't the one who said that. You silly Billy. He mentioned something else.
I'm pretty sure
you're
that
getting
you.
your facts wrong. No, you're getting your
Maybe.
facts wrong.
Maybe. Who said it then? Who brought up that rumor? Okay, I'm going off the cuff now. Okay, go to bed.
These are the people. If you wrong
Go
them,
to
they
bed.
will hurt you. Not even in like, petty ways, in like mentally traumatizing
Well,
ways.
obviously
There's a little
someone needs to fucking okay. I'm gonna have to fucking lay the smack down on your ass. I'm finishing the sentence. Go to bed, young man. Bye.
Excerpt from one of the ex-moderators who were making their own video. If you want to go
Dude
by
need to go to
Elijah's
bed.
definition, he'd say it's a group or a family, which is true. We wouldn't be here, would we? Essentially, it's a cult of like 400 teenagers. Of course, nothing good can come from that. Now, you might be thinking I am over-exaggerating things when I use the term cult, but no, I am not. First of all,
Jeez,
the maker
don't
of
say
this so-called cult
tsundere.
is literally a zoophile criminal. That should obviously be a red.
Yeah, Zubile criminal. That fucking ZV sort of fucking call in. I mean, if he wasn't going to sleep, okay. He was just going to yawn. He's going to do the yawn thing.
Flag from the start. And yes, he
Fucking
is.
hell.
He has been convicted of these things. Secondly, what makes this a cult is the fact that he promises a safe space for troubled teens, but of course just hurts them. Hell, when just joining the lobby up.
That's not what makes something a cult, okay? Oh, God, this guy is so talking out of his ass. Is this before his DEI video or after? I'm curious. I'm going to have to do research.
I was told that you aren't allowed to share any opinions until you were an official member. Yeah, totally safe for kids. Thirdly, you're instructed to worship
Yes,
the
it's
leader. Some
bullshit.
people there genuinely believe that that kid is like.
The UTTP has a similar model here. Actually, they got a little bit more there. They got a little bit more of that loosey-goosey crap here.
God. And I'm not there to bully them either, because I'm, relative to the title, I was once in the same position. Overall, this is a pretty good rundown of what the group is. The only thing that I pretty strongly disagree with is the notion that this thing is a cult. This is not a cult. Like I said earlier, it is a group of kids just being edgy.
Okay, he says it's not a cult. They like the cult aesthetics, like God cult, fucking Mama Max. They all go with this fucking cult-like mentality. Lio Convoy. People call it what he does a cult. I wouldn't call that a cult. I would call that more like boot camp, okay? He's fucking training fucking the pedo hunters rather fucking badly. Conditioning. It works better on both the younger, basically mentally deficient people, whether due to age or to mental illness. And fucking he can't handle a real adult conversation at the end of the day. He has to... I'm sure he can handle adult conversation. You rarely ever see him engage with it. Okay. Does he do it because of his own, because he's a bitch for a whole, a bunch of women or trans guys? I don't fucking know. Is the chicken or the egg? Is Lio fucking leading around these fucking mental midgets, or is he using them as his autistic army in the same vein, in a similar vein to all these other fucking little cult-like fucking Discord groups? Because you can say these groups are fucking cult-like.
And yes, that includes the criminal aspect, because people break the law all the fucking time. That doesn't make them a cult. At the beginning of this video, I mentioned that we should be patient with kids. I mentioned that we should give some room for improvement, but I also delivered to you the concept that society should not have to deal with monsters. There are some children, some people out here that will cause...
There's actually a fucking good manga called Monster. Okay. I think it's actually anime, but I read the manga because I'm a hipster like that. Okay, Monster. Surgeon pretty much saves a kid. He becomes a serial killer in the future. Okay. The moral dilemma of that and how to make up for that.
So much harm
Quite
that they would be
interesting.
better off reaping what they sow. Some of them we shouldn't give them the benefit of the doubt, and we shouldn't give
no
them that
shit.
patience. There are some monsters out there that should be treated as what they are, because trying to understand and rationalize them gives them...
Oh, Spectre Tech, tell us, what monsters should we redeem and which ones are irredeemable?
power that they will attempt to manipulate. Trying to forgive them makes them hurt more people. This isn't a matter of being nice. This is a matter of not being an idiot. Elijah is one of these monsters. We can try to understand what made them and what they are and feel for some of the trauma they probably went through, but in the end, sometimes it's important to preserve the view and preserve yourself. To put it simply, Elijah is above our pay grade. It's not our job to give something so evil the rectification they want if they will just abuse it.
Above your pay grade. Okay, you're just being a little fucking wimp, aren't you? This is why you wimped out. You didn't stand up to Lio and Peaches. You just like, noped out. Fuck you guys, I'm doing something else. Probably because they had closets. You had skeletons in your closets, as we found out in the Toastify video.
Well, but you're not helping anybody. You're hurting everyone.
Not that I totally co-sign that video. If you really analyze that fucking video, he's saying he has pictures of that girl. We don't know what sort of nature the pictures are, and I'm going back to the video, the video games, because fucking hell.
You're like a human drug. You break down the people around you bit by bit while they cling to you, unable to let go, because they're so used to a family that does the same to them. They love you for how you hurt them, because that's the only love they know. They hate you, but they love you at the same time, and that's not a stable way to hold on to people. The group that he put together that he compares to a cult, he takes pride in that label. He takes pride in this idea that we would consider his group to be this horrific thing, because he enjoys that kind of attention. The way he lures in broken kids into this safeguard of hope by feeding into the traumatized...
And I'm so much more better. Right, Spectre.
triggers that they have, and then allowing them to use their coping methods to deal with it. These kids feel a rush from the adrenaline they feel when they cut for you and you give them the attention for it. They do it for themselves more than anything else. They're using you as much as you're using them. They use you to try to feel good because they think that's what's good for them. I met one individual that used to be on who struggles with a lot of mental condition. I asked them to tell me about their emotional experience in the server. One of the best words they used to describe it was enthralling, they said. There was always something going on. They said it was never boring. That might sound fun, and maybe sometimes it was, and maybe it is to the people who enjoy being surrounded by other people's dirty laundry. Maybe it's nice to be encouraged by a horrific person, to make fun of people and to belittle the people around you. Maybe it's nice to threaten to dock someone who's 10 years old for attempting to leave the server. Yeah, man, that sure does sound enthralling. This group spans a pretty far bounds, but it certainly is not a cult. No cult would be this sloppy. No cult would be this disorganized. No cult leader would appoint their hierarchy all based on the people they dated at the time. It's just pathetic. It's a pathetic wannabe.
I mean, I can agree. It's pathetic. Most likely not a cult. Are you an expert, dude?
Wannabe cult that has stupid wannabe outfits for their hierarchical members drawn by a 15-year-old. A
What's the
wannabe
point
cult
of
who
this
just
video?
encourages you to hurt yourself because that's the twisted idea they have of being a cult. A wannabe cult that really thinks it's doing something special when really it's...
So what are you going to do about this? You're being all high and mighty. What are you going to fucking do to this, with this? Nothing. He didn't do anything with this. He bowed down, checked out. Probably because maybe he understands the psychology of these guys. Maybe that was overhyped and he was scared it would come out.
It's doing quite literally nothing. People have told me that cutting gives them power over their own feelings and their own physical pain. But what power is it really if you're doing it under the impulse to cope? There's more power in resisting that urge. There's more power in saying no. There's more power in building yourself up. There's nothing but hatred and anger that comes from pain. Pain is inherently negative. Fixing a negative with another negative just leaves you with more negatives. It feels good at the time, it feels relieving, but it just leaves you scarred in more ways than one. There's so much better out in this world than just that. There's so much better in this world than these people. There's so many people out here that will do so much for you if you just show them a little bit of genuine connection. If you show them you're hurting, if you work with them, if you're kind to them, if you're open with them. I spoke to somebody about their childhood trauma, someone that had joined, someone who was part of it for a pretty long time and was a pretty big member. They told me a little bit about their trauma and what happened to them in their past. And the only catch was that I can't share their name, which I wasn't going to anyway.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay, if it's too loud, it's too loud.
They have some very, very severe official mental diagnoses because of their childhood trauma. They were raped at a young age.
So I'm guessing this isn't Birdie. He started off with this whole Birdie section. Now we're here.
Mutilated. They watched someone blow their head off before their very eyes. They were abused by their father. They were manipulated into hurting animals. They were groomed. They did drugs almost as early as 10 years old, maybe younger. They were neglected, abused, abandoned. They've been...
And did you fact check any of that shit, or are you just taking their word? One of these people in the cult. This is just like...
shot. They've been shot at. They've been stabbed. They've been jumped.
Okay.
It's just more evil stacked on top. When you realize how pointless your life is and how little you truly mean to the world, and you begin to fall in this endless state of mania. When your trust in humanity is fractured, and you start to search for the things in life that give you a rush versus the things in life that build stability, and a sense of identity and morals. Because why look for stability in a world where nothing is stable? Why care when nothing matters? It's extremely hard to balance yourself later in life when you're born into a world where you can't get the balancing practice. Diving into this group, diving into this community, I met some of the most fascinating people. Some of them I will refuse to speak to ever again. Some of them were way too even fucking gross to stomach a conversation with. Others I felt this desire and urge to talk to convince them to push through. A lot of the people in here are just ugly and disturbed and don't know how to deal with that. They just cling to what they know. Hurt, pain, their BPD, favorite person. That's a thing that I heard a lot throughout all my interviews. A favorite person, someone that they're stuck to and attached to and they can't look away from no matter how much they hurt them. Maybe it's because they're clinging to somebody that reminds them of their family, the only love they know. This person that makes them feel adrenaline and
Okay. What are you going to do about this? This is all great, dude. Great stuff. You identified it. Bring it back around to Birdie. I guess.
Actually with such a disordered foundation, but as a result, you live your life extremely shallow. These are the people that surround this small dividend of the art community. When the world around you is so broken that there's no point to building yourself, that it almost makes sense to seek for that attention. It almost makes
you tear each other down.
Sense to just look for the things that feel nice at the time. Fortunately for us, Elijah had his devices seized by the police back in September of 2020.
A proper investigation? Whoa, police are so useless. That's what I keep hearing from the ACC. They have to take up the guard by bullying others. It just
the internet is no place for someone like that. The internet is no place for something like that. And the people like this are the reason this place is so dangerous. The people like this feed into a broken person's mind.
Where's a 10-year-old? He was probably manipulated. He was probably fucking manipulated by these people also. I mean, I would trust the people who in these fucking little Discord groups, the ones who are actually a little bit more honest with it, than the people who aren't. There's probably exceptions.
Latch onto another person's desire to feel good. Elijah, you demand that people do things for you, to keep you around, because they're so addicted to you, because of that mental trauma that young people is.
You're still being a grandstanding bitch, okay? Lay out the facts, lay out what you think about them, and fucking, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Nothing. He did nothing. He was probably one of these people himself. I'm not going to say that for sure.
To grow into a safe circle in our world, we are still trying to climb out of this hell. A lot of them are moving forward, and a lot of them are still trying to learn the things that they didn't when they needed to. Other monsters, however, they enjoy the chaos. They want to relish in it. They live in it. Let them rot down there for all we care. Like you, Elijah. Stop dragging others down with you, because a lot of them truthfully do not want to follow you. They just think they do. And they go through these manic phases where they desire to feel that rush. That's the result of their instability. You're drawing them to their demise because you're a selfish, fractured human being, and you truthfully don't want to die alone. But in reality, people like that end up dying alone anyway. Birdie's climbing out. Birdie's getting better.
Oh, Birdie's getting better. This aged like fucking sour milk. Okay. Fucking hell. Oh, come on.
We can all cheer for him one day and hope he returns gracefully. It's good to be open. It's good to talk. It's good to talk constructively about how you feel. The way that he was doing it before left us with nothing more than confusion and frustration. And to the people...
And they fucking just... Tough love, man, okay? A good balance, okay? Be the fucking adult. Well, this guy obviously wasn't. Neither's Lio, okay? Fucking hell. Is there any adults in the ACC?
There's one takeaway from any of this. Value yourself a little more. Give yourself a little bit more credit than you already do. The worst thing someone can do in this world is allow themselves to lose.
Or do they do this fucking virtue signaling? There's something called tough love, okay? You don't even fucking need love. Listen to them and smack them down, okay? Don't fucking be like, oh, you're attacking me when they come at you. Like a certain figurehead right now does.
Their sense of self. Chaos is not an identity. Chaos is a lack of identity. What makes someone human is how they organize who they are and the morals that construct their behavior. God. So give yourself some love. Be strict on yourself and parent yourself. Responsibility builds that.
Oh, self. These children are supposed to do. Oh, fucking hell. He brings up all these points. Yeah, I can't take this anymore. This guy, no wonder. But his audience had to tear him alive for this fucking thing. I would have hoped so. After building an audience, after tearing these people down, you want to be like all high and mighty? I get it. But there's a balance to be had, but you're going the complete other direction, dipshit. So, another thing that caught my interest, which is being said, souring the milk. I guess I'll give a little bit of this. Okay. Go back a little bit. Make sure a subtitling on in case you can't hear. Sped up. Good enough. Go look at the comments real quick. See. Because the Cinny Bear thing. Okay. So Streamline Workshop. Edit. I'm going to fucking cry. Not this video getting another boost because the shit went down with Sydney. Okay, so Sydney started her video. She's seeing it there. This was not this year. for her issues, so don't hassle her about it. Ironically, we defended Cindy, but it turns out she does have a problem. Oh, God. Okay. Did you give her... Yeah, defending someone without correcting them. It's sort of fucking dumb, okay? Just be like, damn, this doesn't age well. She's a kid toucher. I thought the claim was groomer of Eno, which is quite interesting. Definitely the fucking comic she had Eno fucking read, but...
It's the community, promoting a black and white view, a surface level understanding, and a reactionary paradigm was the gasoline waiting for a match to be flicked onto it. Although the match was flung a very long time ago and the fire has since died out, I'm here to look over the ashes to determine the real root of the fire. Although this...
Good point. Admitting to having ZP moral grandstanding. 100% agree. Probably trying to deflect from his own sins. God.
Situation will be using the Cine Bear drama as a study. The drama will serve as a microcosm of the art and commentary community as a whole. I hope those of you listening will keep your heart open and learn something from this video to avoid a repeat of the situation.
Hint, they didn't. So maybe the advice... I can appreciate this video a lot more, okay?
Back in May or June of 2020, a series of videos made by the channel called Evidence Found 01 was published, detailing a number of updates to the ongoing Birdie drama. Birdie has detransitioned, so I will be referring to her with she/her pronouns. While the majority of these videos focused on Birdie and her actions during said drama, there was one video dedicated...
Why are they tiptoeing? Why are they coddling these people so badly that they're using their pronouns? That they feel the need to sort of do that. I mean, yeah, you should just use the pronoun. Why make a big statement? Oh, yeah, I forget.
Entirely to Cine Bear 03. Over the course of the year, Cine had continuously made efforts to befriend Birdie, and got wrapped up with the Birdie drama. The video centered mostly around the fact that Cine was promoting Birdie to her audience positively, while Birdie was still actively harassing and doxing their ex, Unicorn Tears, as well as excusing their partner's use of the Ensler as just a joke. About 3 months after this video was released, I would go on to make my...
That seems familiar. If something's a joke, what makes it funny? Yeah, maybe you need to explain it to these fucking kids so they understand. Not that they're gonna listen to you.
Birdie timeline video, which had a small section dedicated to Cine. In this section, I foolishly shared some relationship drama between Cine and her ex, as well as other personal details that should not have been brought to the public. In this sense, I absolutely contributed to this dumpster fire, as what I presented ended up being a big part of the Cine Bear drama. For that, I'm sorry, Cine. I really dropped the ball on this one, and I'm so sorry for that. I'll come back to explain why this was such a bad fuck-up, so just hang on to that thought while I summarize the rest of the drama. A few months passed without any news before the channel Evidence Found 01 released a follow-up on their Cine Bear video. This video would go on not only to discuss the screenshots I had shown in my video regarding Cine's private life, but her transphobic comments to Winterguts, romanticization of abuse, and lack of trigger warnings. While Evidence Found took down their video a week or two after it was—
Oh, lack of trigger warnings? What the fuck? The nitpicks of this fucking community is why no one outside of it takes it very seriously, okay? There's a limit to even the fucking... This is why we have the dark woke now, okay? They're tired of the fucking nitpicking. They've gone to this black and white view because everyone wanted to fucking argue.
Was released, it spawned a multitude of copycat videos. The anger stewing in the community began to boil over into malice, and Cine's audience began demanding explanations for the things that had been brought to light. It took a few months before Cine acknowledged the drama and posted a video titled "We Need to Talk" on January 17th of 2021. In response to this video, a ranter by the name of Dreamer released a video detailing all their problems with Cine, as well as bringing a few new problems such as Cine's perceived predation of LGBT women. Cine would take several months to script her video, during which the public got more and more agitated and began making more videos on Cine. Which, guys, really? You'll shit on creators to make a good apology video but get cranky when it takes too long? What the hell is with this? It's not like Cine wasn't working on it. Can you really not wait for more than a day? It's almost as if some people wanted Cindy to rush out a bad video so they could further tear her down. It's almost like people don't want a good response and want to watch a big creator fall.
No shit,
Nah,
Sherlock.
that couldn't be it. I mean, where have we seen something like that before? Anyways, back to summarizing without my personal opinions. Before Cindy's video came out, a creator by the name of Gator Creations, I think that's how you say it, released their own video titled CindyBear03 How Did This Go Unchecked on April 15th.
Oh yeah, some of them actually do, but some of them are so pedantic and they make it ramp it up. Like in my research, I found them ranting about black bars, like whether or not their art should have fucking black bars on the side. I'm like, this is just so petty. Some about lines, the black lines triggered people. I can at least understand that, but making a drama out of this shit, which always happens everywhere on the internet. Drama sells almost as much as sex. Oh god. You have the fucking borderline fucking sexual and a psychosexual shit of the almost cult-like aspect of progressive. I'm not saying progressivism is wholly cult-like, but there is a certain line where it becomes cult-like. The demands.
The video was in defense of Cindy for the claims made that were completely misunderstood by the audience, or just wrong in their presentation. Cindy would release her video 1 month after this, on May 12th. The video was generally well put together, and thankfully put an end to the situation. And since then, the drama has been dead in the water. However, even though this drama has ended, the problems it outlined with its community has stubbornly persisted.
Yeah, except for fucking Cindy Bear ended up housing fucking Birdie for a while, and probably even did some grooming like behavior to Enno. Okay, where was fucking Birdie in all this? Was she encouraging it? Was she ignoring it so she could get a scoop? I don't fucking know. There's just so many fucking unknowns. This is a fucking... It just keeps on trucking on. They keep on fucking poking and poking for some of the most inane fucking drama.
And in this next section, we'll be taking a look at those said issues.
What issues? Come on, lay it down. Biphobia?
In today's climate, we're all a lot more aware to our feelings and emotional states. Thusly, we begin to think that we understand the disorders we may be going through completely. This idea that we completely understand our disorders branches into having a perceived, general, and well-informed understanding of all mental illnesses. And that's where we start to lose the ball and roll down an exponentially steeper hill without a bottom. A lot of people suffer with anxiety and depression. I will not contest that. But just because you suffer with this or that disorder, and are aware of mental health being a problem, it does not mean you automatically understand every intricate little detail about another mental illness, or even generally understand another mental illness.
No
This
shit,
thought process
Sherlock.
that awareness equals understanding is so unbelievably toxic, because people are barely aware of the mental illness they're shaming, much less understand
No,
it.
it's
We see this problem
stupid
reflected with the Cindy Bear
fucking
situation, with people
elitism.
diagnosing Cindy with and shaming Cindy for having a disorder called maladaptive daydreaming. I believe that this narrative was first found in Dreamer's video on the situation, but it could also have stemmed from Evidence Found's second video on Cindy. However, I'm unable to go back and check, as these videos have either been deleted or unlisted. Maladaptive daydreaming, as defined by the Sleep Foundation, is a condition where a person regularly experiences daydreams that are intense and highly distracting. So distracting, in fact, that the person may stop engaging with the task or people in front of them. Keep in mind that this is not a disorder that Cindy has speculated herself to have, but a narrative perpetuated by other people. People were telling Cindy that she needed to stop this mental disorder, as if she had any control over it. This is like telling someone you believe to be depressed to stop being sad. The first half of this argument is Cindy's vent world, which she spent a lot of time in. People were upset that Cindy had been drawing her vent world in public, mostly due to the inclusion of Birdie, but also claimed that the world changed Cindy's view of these people in the real world, which, again, was mostly directed at Birdie. However, even if her opinion of these people changed due to the time she spent in vent world, that is still Cindy's problem to deal with. Cindy would be the only one suffering the drawbacks of her supposed mental illness. The only place where people...
I'm wondering if Steamline Workshop fucking researched this. I found out, and I already knew, that there's a lot of fucking really fake pseudoscience online. The verification of this. Like there's the fucking POCD learned this from Kirsch. Okay, but she tried to use it as her own. I'm like, this guy's a quack. Okay, he's trying to justify, trying to get people who have been abused and are worried that they're going to be pedos into believing their intrusive thoughts that they should engage with the material. Lolly. Okay. They're like, yeah, one of the therapies, or maybe that was a bullshit that came out of that. This guy was clearly a quack. Anyone who knew anything about psychology is like, yeah, this whole organization with the OCD is sort of like the MAP people trying to normalize it. Okay. I think there should be some considerations. My choice for people who lean that bomb collar. But you know, I like Battle Royale. Okay, the wood chipper, I think it's too extreme. Maybe an island full of pedo island. You know, buy up Epstein Island and put all of them over there. Bomb collars. Okay, do a whole Battle Royale with them. Works better than just the wood chipper. At least survival of the fittest or something like that. But
had a valid argument in this was that Cindy would then depict Birdie in a flattering manner in her art, which might cause other minors to seek out Birdie because their idol likes them so much. Shaming for something you think she's struggling with personally and privately is fucking absurd. If you're going to criticize her public actions on her public platform.
Yeah,
I'm going to interject this section quickly with how Cindy might cope with her trauma. Whatever she does in private is her thing. She's right in saying that victims shouldn't be judged with how they cope with her.
Oh, what they do in private. Yes, it has to do with her, okay, at the end of the day. But fucking hell, you want to take responsibility. Hard wrangle these fucking kids if they're in your community. If you want to be leaders. My main problem with these sort of figureheads of the ACC is they talk about having knowledge of the science. I don't think they do. They have a layman's understanding of the psychology behind it. She's calling out other people for having even more of a layman understanding of the psychology. Understandable, but they never step up when it comes to this shit. And they fucking infight, and they don't even fucking do what they report to do. Help victims, okay? They help the people who can convince the public that they're victims over actual victims, like fucking Parlo's fucking dumbass. I'm a victim. Yeah, people fucked with you, dude, okay? But obviously there's some sus stuff that you fucking did yourself, okay? Cope and seethe. Oh, come on.
Problems. But this only extends so far as how one person's method might be healthy for them, the same method might be damaging to another person, which is why broadcasting your mental struggles can be harmful. Cindy's audience might copy how she copes simply because she is their favorite creator, and might end up getting hurt because they don't understand why Cindy is coping the way she is, nor should they be expected to. Cindy is not doing anything wrong by choosing to do what she feels is right to heal, but what she's choosing to do should not be broadcasted. I'm not shaming her for her problems, or how she chooses to deal with them, but I heavily disagree with making public drawings of her vent world. No, you can't control who your audience is, but when you're aware of the age demographic you have, it is your responsibility not to feed that demographic potentially damaging information. The other half is in my Birdie timeline video. I brought up screenshots where Cindy was discussing how she was constantly thinking about getting raped. However, through poor wording, it could very well have been interpreted as shaming Cindy for these thoughts, when the intention was to outline how Cindy was falling into Birdie's footsteps. These screenshots would inevitably be passed around as a means to demonize Cindy for romanticizing rape like Birdie had. The context that Cindy was actually struggling with these thoughts because they were causing her mental turmoil was lost. I won't say more than that because it's not my place to, and I would highly encourage you to watch Cindy's video on this, which I will be linking in the description. This point was touted around as an example of Cindy's terrible behavior, when the points that A, they were supposed to be private conversations where Cindy was letting go of her feelings out in private was ignored, and B, that this problem Cindy had should never have been brought to the public, and I will take full responsibility for that. I fucked up here by—
Oh, this is the thing. The private public of the ACC. Why should this not been brought to the private public, okay? If she has an audience, this is where I'm gonna fucking disagree. Sunlight is the best disinfectant. The only reason I don't think this private shit should be brought to the public is because the public is stupid and they're gonna fucking milk it for drama. That's about it. Fuck. Oh, fucking hell, Cinderella. Okay, someone's been covering certain coverage.
I bring this information to the
Cinderella.
public.
Oh,
It should have
God.
stayed in DMs where they belonged. I'm sorry that I
Why in DMs? People can twist things so badly in DMs. They can gaslight each other, and we don't fucking know. Yeah, maybe we shouldn't know. Okay? People are stupid. George Carlin's quote. Think about the average American, how stupid they are, and realize 50% of them are dumber than that. Yeah, that's even probably lower with this fucking bunch of fucking mentally ill young content creators cultivating audiences of very like-minded individuals.
expose this private part of your life.
Okay, I'm not.
And on that
finding
same note,
anything.
I should
Keep
not have
jumping ahead.
brought Asher and Cindy's relationship problems to the public. While I will not discredit Asher's experience with
Oh,
Cindy, it needs
God.
to be mentioned that proof from Cindy's video suggests both parties were abusive towards each other. Relationships are
Okay.
complicated, and rarely is there a case where
Yeah,
one
no
party
shit,
is solely in the
Sherlock.
right and the other in the wrong. Yes, you can criticize Cindy for mistreating her partner, but you are not entitled to hear an apology from Cindy about this. Only Asher is, and do not demand that Asher apologize publicly either. This was a matter that should have stayed private, and moving forward, I will not be including relationship drama that was supposed to be private as part of my videos discussing these situations. An equally private matter is someone's sexuality. The idea that Cindy was a straight woman preying on LGBTQ women is a textbook example of not only biphobia, but younger commentators misinterpreting completely a complicated situation and trying.
You're too dumb to understand this. Listen and believe to me. It's also the authority that these people radiate, the false sense of authority, okay? You're mouthpieces. You're good at art. You're good at speaking. Your understanding of this, how good is it? Why even fucking talk about this? Because it gets you views. It gets you eyes on you. It gets you connections. Gets you networking. Okay? Own it, okay? Own this shit.
Trying to boil it down to one or two simple points. Sexuality is something we all struggle with. I struggle with it. I'm sure many of you watching have struggled with it. So Cindy believing herself to have been a bisexual and proceeding to date another woman is not
Acting like
predatory
straight
just
people don't
because she
have their own
realized later down the
sexual
line that
fucking
she was actually
problems.
straight. How she treated Harper when she was straight is something I won't be touching on. But I will fully shoulder the blame that I contributed to this narrative by sharing the private screenshots in the first place. However, the underlying tone that bisexual women aren't actually gay enough and are rather
Is this fucking what they call accountability? Just bringing this up, is apologizing, and not doing anything moving forward. The one video, it's like Clio Convoy. I apologize to Rosa. Not directly. You said it. Did you mean it? Did you care about it? Did you grow as a person from any of those fucking experiences? Or you just quieter and you hide the fucking bullshit you do and tone it down a little bit. You're a fucking man-child at the end of the day. Fucking hell. This is just like...
they're just straight women preying on lesbians is a harmful subtext that was laced in Dreamer's video. And Dreamer, just because you are a bisexual, that doesn't mean you can't inadvertently make biphobic comments. Do not use your sexuality as a shield. None of us have any right to theorize about any...
Yeah, this whole fucking tiptoeing around the fucking tulips here. Criticizing people when they don't frame it correctly by the... It's like a form of fucking gatekeeping, okay? I understand you don't really want people who are afraid of fucking the trans people, the fucking people who are legitimately racist. But people are gonna have a reactionary stance to this fucking prudishness. And fucking... This is why the ACC is such a fucking reactionary shithole now, because they were tired of this fucking shit. I can't even blame the ones who fucking defect and are going edgy with this. But fucking hell.
anyone's sexuality. It's extremely disrespectful to the person and just a harmful mindset to participate in. A lot of Cindy's private life was put on blast during the situation. Instances where she wasn't acting like a perfect role model being no exception. And people went to town criticizing her for this.
Ooh,
Except
people are
you don't
hypocrites.
get to criticize Cindy for this. Yes, there are unhealthy ways of venting that.
And who are you to fucking be the authority on this?
should be discouraged, like drawing a picture where you're killing someone.
Sorry.
In all other instances where Cindy was airing her frustrated thoughts and feelings, there should have been no criticism. If a creator has a large public platform, the actions they take on their platform should be criticized because of the amount of people they have the potential to.
Just for the record, I agree with the general sentiment of both Spoctor's video and this video. Give them space. Okay, but fucking doing this reverse Uno, you're doing this wrong. I'm the professional. The way I do it is right from both of them. It's just fucking ridiculous. Solve the problem, have a little bit of nuance, take what tactics you need. If someone's over the fucking line, fucking shut them the fuck down. He brought up the DICE leader who had their computer seized and went to jail earlier. That's a good sort of thing. But holding on to this shit as threats for the future in case they go against you, that's more what I've seen from the ACC. Use this shit when you're in a bind because you're a fucking dumbass.
Reach. But when a creator realizes what they're feeling or doing cannot and should not be put on their platform and actively choosing not to do so, then their private actions should not be criticized unless those actions.
Yes, there's a delay out there. I'm reading them, okay. Get your horses in the bustle.
Are harmful to other people, i.e. grooming, racism, etc. Seeing a creator be frustrated with something and venting it out privately should not matter to you or to me. Which brings the only conversations in which Cindy should have been criticized on to her dismissing Rocco using the N slur, her
The only conversations that the authority, have. I'm telling my audience now, I'm the authority on this. Fucking false authority, okay? Try to work with people. Motherfuckers. Use a fucking language people can use. Sometimes that means to have a little bit of edge. Try to understand where they're coming from. Don't fucking get on your pedestal, especially after you started this shit show yourself. That's my main point of criticism for both of these motherfuckers. Well, besides Spoctor Tech fucking talking about these disgusting people when he has his own fucking dirty laundry.
transphobia, her lack of trigger warnings, and using the F slur. Granted, all of those are very valid complaints, and complaints that Cindy has acknowledged and fixed.
At the end of the day.
But just why are people so invested in all of this anyways? Why do people feel betrayed when their idols don't act like a perfect human in private, when reasonably, no one should be expected to act perfectly all of the time, 24/7? Part of this comes from what we perceive our idols to be like. People don't flock to idols for a perfect depiction of the human condition. Idols are treated as a physical embodiment of whatever beliefs they may hold. But we can't always live up to those beliefs, and shouldn't be expected to when it only concerns.
This reminds me of the parents fucking Peanuts. This is probably how it comes across to a lot of people. And there's a lot of people like, you go, girl. You tell them. They can't be transphobic and racist against us. And you're letting a whole bunch of other bullshit festering. Okay. This is why Akumu's sort of coverage really fucking just broke things. And you know who tried to fucking keep the FCK logs? And who fucking got morally grandstand? Because they aired it out? I believe it was this bitch here. Maybe not. Someone. I think, no, it was Ren, the Ren call. Okay. Lyle reamed Ren out for trying to investigate in the FCC. And fucking hell. Not something I'm going to go over. Other people covered that sort of shit show there. That place was a cesspool full of moral degeneracy. Not much better than any of these fucking other troll groups like out there, okay? They're not much better. They try to be high and mighty because they're fighting for victims. They have better optics, but their aim is the same. Actually might be worse because they're trying to get their pound of flesh and make some money off this shit. At least in my opinion, okay? I'll put it back on.
However, has shown that they will never change. rather than black and white. And so it simplifies things. It takes information we deem as not very important and categorizes it into black and white. You can see this not only reflected in cancel culture, but relationships over the internet as well. Internet friendship.
Yeah, and you're suffering from fucking cancel culture now. A lot of people see you get what you asked for, and now you're backtracking now as fucking coming to bite you in the ass. I have consistent standards. Cancel culture is cringe, no matter who, okay? There are some people you should fight back against, okay? Like Nick Fuentes, okay? You don't have to platform the dipshit. You shouldn't be forced to do it and criticize people who fucking don't, who bring him on to go, yeah, Queen, Nick Fuentes is so popular, there's fucking bots, dipshit. Narrative control is a fucking thing. And
break down
that
fairly regularly
is
over
the
minute
ACC's
disagreement,
bread
because
and
our
butter.
brain is so used to categorizing everything as completely good or completely bad that the slightest imbalance in that scale will cause us to completely flip our opinion on a previous friend. After spending so much time in so much information, rather than only seeing things we deem unimportant in black and white, we get into the habit of seeing everything in black and white. It's either got to be 100% good or 100% bad. But that can't be further.
Oh shit, I'm actually fucking looking at this on my phone, so I'm having this fucking hard. Okay, don't like the whole I define the rules of engagement. No one, yeah, okay. The whole I'm the authority, our community are the ones who make the rules. Who appointed you as the fucking ruler of this fucking thing? Well, we have the biggest communities. That's because you guys jerk each other off and you fucking hide behind each other. And when you fucking get exposed, you find a scapegoat and you dogpile on that. And it's like a endless cycle. There's definitely some criticism for some of the motherfuckers throwing Lio Convoy under the bus for the shithead he is that they ain't much better. But shit, that's a whole nother rabbit hole that I don't even want to get too far into here. This is tangent
from the
to it.
truth in this situation. Cine has absolutely messed up, but so has the community and the commentators. Being so entrenched in a culture that it's gotten used to and promotes a black and white mindset is the death of critical thinking and commentary as a genre. We do not need to condemn every little thing about a creator for that creator to be a shitty person. Nor does everything a good creator do have to be absolutely just for them to be a good person. Allow room for error. Allow room for mistakes. As long as the creators have admitted to and made up for their misgivings. Abusive relationships or rape as a subject matter is very delicate and requires a delicate approach. There are...
You notice they always skip past the makeup part. How do you make up? How do you fix it? What do you do to follow through with this? No follow through. Just skip into the next part.
There are proper ways to portray these subjects respectfully. Ways that kids are unable to emulate.
Who the fuck cares?
It's fairly common to hear these days that X-artist is romanticizing abuse. Cancel them, or...
Yes, you want to reach some people, you learn to speak to them. Sometimes you need to give sugar. Sometimes you need to give fucking spice, okay? People need to be in a culture where they can.
And this again is the product of a black and white mindset promoted by the internet.
Yeah,
when in the hands of competent people, the subjects of abuse were not shunned simply for being part of a story, or shunned at all. There is not only subtext for the existence of the abuse in the story, but also a literal, respectful, and realistic depiction of it. However, the feeling that the subject was taboo still hung over the piece because these subjects are not meant to make the audience comfortable. The internet has taken that feeling and translated it directly into any and all depictions of abuse are terrible. Not only because of its simplistic mindset, but also because of how many creators depict abuse poorly.
Okay, I want to point out, how's this not black and white? She's being just as reductive as all these people in this. That's it. That's it.
You see, we all tend to mimic what we like, but very few people stop to think about why we like it. And so people end up taking surface-level details from the subject of our affection and create a mockery of it in our own works.
Yeah.
This would not be a problem if we were the only ones who saw this, because gradually, hopefully, we would grow to understand why we like it and change that depiction to be more respectful. However, in the case we didn't understand, what we depicted would only be seen by ourselves, and so unable to...
No, you need to educate... Oh, fucking hell. She was on the right track. No, you need to take corrective measures. You can't be like, no, you're wrong. You have to listen to me now. Moving on, I'm just going to do something different, which I think is the problem with this. They have no fucking follow through. They treat these like individual well, not entirely. They're doing this in the reaction because they feel guilty. Trolls remorse. This is essentially trolls remorse for the fucking cancel culture brigade. You can even see that in the fucking Cinny Bear crap. Not Cinny Bear. What the fuck? The Ponder when she talks to Akumu. Okay.
And harm other people. But that's not true with the internet anymore, where anyone can make it big. Internet stars have tried to portray taboo subjects with the grace of a baby learning how to walk. These subject matters find popularity among younger audiences who only understand the surface.
Yes, because you dumb it down for a dumber audience. An audience who just wants blood. They want the black or white view. Why are you not getting this? Why this content is fucking so appealing? It's like she has like half of the picture. But it's the content creators, the criticism, and nothing about the fucking audience that steers these motherfuckers towards it, which is utterly ridiculous.
Level appeal of certain subjects, such as their taboo nature.
So much for the
And that problem will mount into a behemoth when kids start taking an already bastardized depiction of abuse and copying only the surface level deep elements and somehow making them so shallow, school toilet paper might have more depth than their depictions.
Okay.
So to simplify this long and complicated explanation of the problem, the internet has basically decided that anyone with these themes in their work must be romanticizing the subject and need to be stopped. To an extent, they're right. Kids have no hope of fully understanding or properly portraying such matters, and should stay away from them when they're warned. But this has completely backfired in Cindy's case, because she was not romanticizing these subjects. Simply drawing a horrendous scene in a colorful or cutesy way is not romanticization on its own. Let me give you an example of this from Song in the Musical 6. All You Want to Do is about a girl who gets sexually exploited by the men around her. Obviously—
Oh, I get it. They understand this through media. Really weird media, obviously. You can use comparisons. Why not use real fucking world examples instead of fictional ones? Fucking hell.
A very heavy storyline. However, the star of the song focuses on her attractiveness.
Yeah, I think this starts with the lack of this sort of delusional not telling fact from fiction anymore. This is why I legitimately believe not all lolicons are fucking pedophilic. I think some of them are just self-deluded. Okay, completely, they're insane in a different way. It's just a theory, Okay, and it could be could lead to pedophilia. The slippery slope there is possible. Okay, but some people are like, with this whole asexual, aromantic bullshit, which has a grain of truth to it. But when you fictionalize and try to understand the world through fiction, and don't try to understand the realities, you just become divorced from fucking reality at the end of the day. Comparisons are good, ties into pop culture, great. But if you don't actually understand the fucking underlying, the real world issues, and just get all your fucking moral lessons from fiction, you get some fucking delusional people out there.
The sexual nature of the acts, even portraying
Especially
them
when
as
it comes
desirable
to
to
these
partake in,
fucking
and the use
sexual
of strong, simple
subject
words.
matters.
This isn't to romanticize the terrible things that are happening to the character singing it. It's to demonstrate how the character viewed the world when she was younger, which was only the surface level attraction of these acts, using more simplistic descriptions to drive home how young she was, to contrast it with the ending of the song, where the lyrics imply much more than just a surface level attraction and understanding of the situation. While a normal person listening to the song might not consciously pick up on all this, the repeated motifs and mood of the song is strong enough to get the point across without having to analyze it. Someone younger listening to this, however, may not fully be able to grasp the meaning of the song and may misinterpret the start of the song completely, and actually depict characters engaging in horrendous acts in a cutesy.
Okay, is she arguing that the song, whatever it is, could be grooming people? Okay. A little bit hyperbolic there, but oh god, this argumentation, it could be true. It could be true. This is all hypothetical. Fucking hell. Her end's more hypothetical than mine.
i.e. the Great Rouge.
It's weird.
And then their audience would further misinterpret this.
Yeah.
And this is why you shouldn't let kids interact with content meant for adults, or with messages they literally do not have the brain power to interpret. Cindy has thankfully not been romanticized.
Yeah, but oh fucking hell. What steps are you taking? You just gonna drive anyone out who creates this adult content that doesn't take safeguards. That's what I've been seeing, okay? Dumbass motherfuckers who don't think about this. And dumbass motherfuckers who exploit this by getting minors into servers and be like, you have a minor in the server, and being all moral frog about that at the end of the day. Fucking hell.
Abuse with her characters, Taffy and Heath. Outside of the instance where she used the word abuse inappropriately,
it's a red
Cindy's
flag.
depiction of Taffy's unhealthy obsession has been perfectly fine. Just because she uses bright colors does not mean she's romanticizing what is happening. But the kids watching could not interpret the contrast between a sweet-looking character actually being a monster, and focused solely on the fact that Taffy looked cute and was abusive. I think Cindy should put at least a 16+ warning on her videos with these subject matters. It's not going to stop 13-year-olds from watching and misinterpreting everything, but you would have at least done your part in warning them to stay away from the content. The rest of the responsibility falls on the parent for not properly parenting their fetus. Also,
I agree. What about you content creators? You leaders who are all about accountability? You're not going to offer Cindy guidance? I mean, you can't make her take it. You can give her advice, engage with her. Okay, is it too much for you? I mean, she's not saying this, so maybe there is some behind the scenes stuff going on, but just being like, leave her alone, then she's all fucking alone. She's susceptible to these groups. Like, look, Cindy, beat it. Let's join up with her. If she gets accused of this shit again, we have a defense. We can throw her to the bus. Again, that's a hypothetical for me.
Please don't get into these sort of topics. Trust me, you're not old enough for the nuances.
Okay.
And they will completely fly over your head. The black and white mentality that's been paraded around the internet has not only led to this drama, but made it infinitely worse. The balance.
Why does she need to bring this up so many fucking times? The repetition of this crap. Age restrictions, yeah, all great. Okay. Try to educate, okay, and not be a fucking moral frog about it. Because that turns off people. You're not going to reach people who you need to reach. You got to make it fun. You got to find some sort of grace. The sort of high horsing motherfucking shit is just as bad as the sort of harassment techniques. Two sides of the fucking same coin.
Whatever that means.
Okay, so fucking hell. This is like cringe to the extreme. Let me take this off real quick. I have something lined up. What did I actually set for the next up? Actually, I'm gonna need full screen for this shit. So enjoy the background noise of the game while I pull this up. Okay. Very interesting. I looked into the Cupidite situation. Okay. Cupidite. This one here. I found this incredibly interesting. I didn't know about this before the whole Goat Cato stuff. So let me go with the Goat Cato stuff here. Because it seems like there's still a fucking big ass problem with this fucking shit here. Okay, Goat Cato. What sort of voice should I... Is Goat Cato girl or guy? I don't fucking know. What their pronouns? Let me just use they, them for all these people. Can't go wrong with a good they, them. So this isn't really important. 35-year-old, dead as fuck. Should be stepping up. Yeah, should have critical. But they say one who defends people posting Daisy's destruction and suicide baiting. Nice job. You're a failure too. This copy, we don't even know if this... The people who looked at it doesn't even know it was so highly distorted. This is like fucking insane. They're trying to use, this is Daisy destruction because someone said it. No one who watched this fucking thing could tell it was CP at all. So, is something CP if it's so highly distorted, and even the audio was distorted from what's being said here. So I have to say, Gokado is the GOAT here. The proof is in the pudding. You don't care about children, true. That definitely seems to be the truth. Y'all are perfectly fine with twisting shit about them, true. And they're fucking cowards too. People like you are exactly why the ACC needs to fucking burn. That's where I disagree. Okay? Like with the Mama Max shit, his fall led to a whole bunch of crazy fucking former Mama Max fans from migrating their craziness over to other content creators. I think this is just part of the fucking problem out there. And this whole shit here. Also, may I mention that your beloved Hidden, she's turning into some sort of dipshit contest. She's the better one out of this fucking little group, but she's out. I'm trying to figure out, because, yeah, Cupidai. I can't say these fucking weird names right half the time. Okay, so, what I found interesting. Cupidai. So she did a video on Damage Goda Birdie pretty much. Then after that, she gets exposed. Okay. Blah, blah, blah. Exposed again. They come at her again with additional evidence. Blah, blah, blah. Then again, she does responses. This has been going on for 9 months. They add more to it. Then they find new things which she has to respond to. And look at this fucking art. This is some disturbing. This is a very disturbed mind. Okay, in my personal opinion, very disturbed mind. Okay, should people just not touch this fucking shit? Because you know, she's still a minor. She's still fucked up. Just no one wants to fucking take the risk with these fucking minors. But fucked up minors unchecked, even if you don't, what's the answer? Cancel them? Kick them off the internet? Or not? There needs to be some fucking adults, I swear. I don't do this community shit. I get no benefits out of community building. But the motherfucking adults in these communities, I have this weird idea that adults within these communities that they want to build should actually be fucking adults. Take some responsibility instead of fucking use their fucking victims as a shield at the end of the day. This is like common sense to me. I'm like, this is just so stupid that they fucking use these people as shields, children as shields or as tools. Gokado shouldn't have covered this, okay? It's too dangerous. You ruined your own career by covering this fucking insane stuff. She at least had the balls, you motherfuckers didn't, okay? Did she do a good job or not? I don't fucking even care, okay? She tried to be a fucking adult, and I don't even think she's of a decent age. I don't know how fucking old Gokado is. I don't know how badly they fucking defended it. I watched this, and I'm like, I'm not understanding this. This fucking thing was distorted. I got into it for another reason, okay? And I just found this just like, why the fuck does the ACC not have any fucking mature adults? You have Lio Convoy and all his fucking things. Yeah, fucking Harley TBS. Who else are... Jar? Even Jar's a fucking fuck up. People are trying to say he should have been a leader. You want fucking Just a Robot to be the fucking leader? No, they didn't. Seriously, this is like... you need to do some tard wrangling. I mean, there's problems with the general commentary community, but this group is even more fucking brain dead. Yeah, don't do the, we'll play a little bit more Pizza Time Pizza. This is at least a funny satirical thing that I think might have actually brought more awareness to these weird little cult-like groups.
we'll be special friends now. Yes, have you heard about them? Who? All the missing people. What? Nothing to do with us. What? Come on, let's have fun now. Yes, come on, let's have fun now. Yes, we'll invite your friends too. Cool. Sacrifice the weak ones. What's prepare
Yeah,
for the
what?
ascension? What? Hey there, how's it going? My name's Mr. Pizza. You know that I'm cool cause my sunglasses. If you want to be cool like me, all you have to do is join us at Pizza Time Pizza. Pizza Time. Pizza Time. Pizza Time. Pizza Time.
Okay, break it down. Okay, what did I have next on the roster? I wanted to go with the DMs, the Cupidite point. Okay, a little bit of this. Just to sort of demonstrate from, because Gilded the Blood Spiller is apparently the sanest one out of the fucking ACC motherfuckers. Maybe, I don't fucking know. So let's view it through another, at least less dipshitty version of these motherfuckers.
Prove that Lyle defended Courtney. What? We disagree on his intentions to bring up Pumpkin's face again and Dreamer plays holier than thou by saying the entire community needs cleansing, as if him and his lack of evidence for serious allegations aren't part of the problem. However, I point out in the end that he should simply start by being part of a better online space by fact-checking, vetting his sources, and actually being kind instead of letting his anger shape his judgment.
Your sources? Nothing beats a Jet 2 holiday.
It's so
Then
funny.
here's a speedrun segment. I stole this idea from Zach and Kyle where we just kind of speedrun isolated segments I don't deem worthy enough of their own sections over coconut mall playing.
Okay, so we don't need to watch it.
Okay.
Okay.
Bring us home,
Context.
Gilded. Not
It's
poo.
an hour long, dude. I don't know if I want to watch this whole thing, dude. I don't know if I want to watch this whole thing.
Why are you doing it? They're probably drunk. Okay. They're always talking about being drunk when she pops up in my chat.
I don't know if I want to watch this whole thing, dude. Okay, so the context behind
Don't
this
do it
is
then.
That, Goat Kato refriended Frick the Pirate. They started slapping asses again, and that made Hidden Heroine mad because Frick the Pirate accused Hidden Heroine of being an SSMite, which I can understand being upset about. I don't know how this makes...
Still, Gilded doesn't know. It's going to become apparent that there's a lot of hearsay, which there's almost a come to Jesus moment they have.
It's Goat's fault, though. So Hidden Heroine decides to take this fucking stupid drama that she pocketed over around 7 months ago and decided to fling it back into fucking Goat Kato's face and insinuate that she defends the distribution
Put it in the
of child
vault.
porn, as you do.
Be like,
So
I can
that's like a
use
very
this if I need to
normal
later
fucking thing to
down
do,
the line.
apparently. And I think the aftermath is important to touch upon because I watched Aiden's coverage and I watched Malcolm's coverage and a little bit of Queeman's coverage, and
not
a lot of people
Queeman.
know about the lead up to this, and also
Yes, lay down the lead up, girl, guy, whatever the fuck you are.
in response to her getting tipped off that this was going to happen. Where do you even fucking start? There are some things that I can't talk about, okay? But
Oh, there's things you can't talk about. Okay, understand. I do understand. Okay, I still fucking have DMs I finally got from Jar. Harley DMs. Bringing them out now. Well, did it do any fucking good? Will they come out in the future? Who the fuck knows? What the hell? Okay. I don't even know.
I know that.
What do you know,
I know the
girl?
reason why
Guy.
this happened is literally just because
Datum.
she's mad at the whole Frick the Pirate shit.
Oh, I quit.
And then, so.
Oh, she knows. She knows.
In response to Goat getting tipped off by Gilded Poo that this whole thing was going to get relitigated, she fucking spurgs the fuck out. Leaves a bunch of servers, blocks a bunch of people, and then is in...
This does not seem to be accurate from Goat's perspective, from what I know. Goat is saying that she was trying to get away from these fucking losers, which I'm all for. This is fucking crash and burn. Everyone should fucking bail ship on fucking Lio. I don't think they see... I think someone should fucking step up. I don't benefit from this fucking community building crap because I hate people generally. Okay, I'm willing to talk to people and talk to probably some of the most fucked up people out there because I find like their abnormal psychology. And I try to fucking talk them down. I try to listen to them and give them the slap down when I think they're going too far. That's what I fucking do. I don't want to fucking be in a community. I don't want to have to hard wrangle them 24/7. But what? I don't have the time. I'm not terminally online. Even this sort of time, I need to cut things out, and it's gonna fucking fuck up my fucking normal ass schedule. And why can't I fucking get the time shit?
Or Malcolm's server, and she's like,
why is the sound?
crashing out over this shit.
Oh, audio.
Saying
I'm being
that she
dumbass.
never, I can't remember the messages exactly.
Way down.
But
you can't
she
remember.
also fucking,
She's
like-
crashing out. General term. No, Lio crashing out on X. Lio crashing out all the time. Goat just seems to be like, fuck you guys. This is relitigated. This is fucked up. Why the fuck are you people this fucked up? You can say that Goat should have saw this shit, why she was with these dipshits, but sometimes you gotta celebrate when someone finally, I'm not gonna say it's a cult, but a very cult-like atmosphere, I can say.
Suicide baits, and it's just so fucking retarded.
Example, please. You're just saying this off of rumor girl guy. They, them, fuck off.
She basically says like, you guys do realize if I kill myself over this, the blood is on your hands, right? Like, okay.
Does she actually say that?
Like, come the fuck up. You.
I saw something about death threats, okay? She's like, you assholes you're literally encouraging people to give me death threats, which is fucking true. Okay, these guys they bully people. This is Lio, motherfucking bully the fucking, anyone who even touches this fucking degenerate stuff. I know. Maybe if you motherfuckers had more nuance with this and didn't demonize people, maybe, people would actually fucking fix actual fucking problems by understanding them, but no. You just hit it with a rock. That's the Lio method. Hit it with a rock. Okay, you're either with us or against us. Team sports, you rah.
Like, get fucking real. Get fucking
yeah,
real.
get
You were
fucking
not
real.
gonna kill yourself.
Hit it with a rock.
You were not going to kill yourself over this.
Yeah, give us an
Hidden
example of that.
Heroin, literally fired up a live stream and shot herself in the foot and fucking embarrassed herself in front of everybody outside of this fucking, like, dogmatic fucking community. And you were gonna kill yourself? Like, you understand? Like, this was like the layup of the century. She quite literally just lied about you and slandered you. Like, you easily could have just shot this whole fucking thing down and made her look like a fucking complete dumbass.
I'm gonna let her get to.
But you
I'm
made
gonna
yourself
get
look
let
guilty as
Gil,
fuck by like running away,
the
and
Blood
leaving,
Slayer,
and then threatening
get to the
like
point.
kill yourself and shit, or like imply that you were gonna kill yourself. Like, it's ridiculous. It's stupid.
Imply. Okay, yeah. She moved it from threatening to kill herself to implied. Okay. Pressed on this matter, she would probably back off, be like, well, people thought, who the fuck cares what dumb people think based off of this shit?
And to be fair too, there is criticisms for Goat Cato's coverage of the Cupidite shit, by the way.
Oh, no, I have to make sure they're both guilty, okay? Even though fucking Hidden Heroin is truly the most fucked up person. Totally Hidden Heroin, not influenced by Lio at all, of course. Did I read this one part? This one part from here? Make sure it's on screen. If it's not, I'll check. I'll check in a bit. Okay. It's somewhere within here. No, not in here. Not in here. Here. Okay, here. Okay, some of this stuff's gay, but I can understand it. Proof of Hidden or Lio wishing death would be appreciated. Let me make sure this is on the screen. On the screen, yeah. And let me actually pull this up. More important than fucking gameplay. Your lack of reading comprehension, or are you just stupid? I'm talking about the kittens who've been encouraged me and freak suicide along with wishing harm upon a 6-year-old. Yeah. But who are these people? Why is Goat paying attention to all these losers, okay? They're not these yeah, that sort of shit. Both Cupidite and Goat's action, they don't get sympathy. They both deserve to suffer. I guess this is Vlad's Discord? I don't fucking know. These people, goat freaking dreamers should kill themselves. What's the issue? This is fucking lame. Of course people are, unless it's an important person, not focusing on the comments. Yeah, the commentary on this shit probably leads to these dipshits thinking it's okay to say this stuff. Okay, I think it's a little lame to fucking bring all this shit up, but this is in response to this deranged freaks who run whatever narrative. Yeah, true enough, it seems to be that way. Or back them down, okay? You question them on this shit. Yeah, encourage my suicide. Love kittens, don't you? That's what, fucking hell. Here's this thing. This is the important thing, okay? The thing that people are trying to run defense for Lio. How's he wrong? How did nothing get proven? How is Lio's situation if he allegedly vets yeah, the allegedly thing is bullshit, okay? He's the divine pedo hunting king, even despite his fucking little bullshit fall. He's hidden and down and definitely gotten less extreme, but watered down in unhinged behavior. It's still unhinged behavior, by the way. How is it relevant to this situation? Oh, fucking hell. Lio said, I quote, I've been looking into this for a little over the week and I've taken my time on it. So this would imply that Lio was all for set this up. There's another fucking call where he gets a whole bunch of, as they call them, kittens to do the moral grandstanding on his behalf. You can find a comment. He would deny it. He would fucking say that, no, I'm not. This is problems they have. And one thing is problems that all these girls had with him, but it's all about how Mally Malware treated him. Yeah, they're white knighting for you, dude. You're having chicks white knighting for you, dude. Why the fuck? You're platforming them. This is a case that broke the sort of echo chamber of fucking containment. So it's a good case study to go over. See the sort of fucking brain dead logic. Just wanted to go over this. Back to the game. Back to Yoda the Blood Spiller. However the fuck you say that.
That's what this is all about too. Is
sure.
Cupidite.
Yeah.
It'll be explained.
And they don't understand it. They go into this half-cock
on this whole thing. But there are criticisms for Gokato's coverage. She was being very dismissive of what Cupidite had done and seemed to blindly sort of take Cupidite's word for it. But also
how do you know this? She posted the doc, okay? I looked at the doc. I'm not going to say Cupidite is 100%. There is some language manipulation in her doc, but the doc against her is just so fucking ridiculously he said, she said bullshit. And she does like put the stake in that. They omit things that seem rather critical to some of their case. Hell, I'm going to end the stream going over fucking ZV's fucking video where he has some things to say on it, which at least he's more entertaining about it. Fucking hell.
At the same time, it is very ironic that Gokato is deciding to
this is like speaking outside both sides
litigating
of
this whole
their
situation
mouths.
when she had just went after fucking Ponder for basically doing similar shit. So
what similar
she's also a
stuff?
hypocrite, in a sense too.
Hypocrite hunting. The hypocrite
there are absolutely, but point being, there's absolutely things to criticize Gokato for in this coverage. To insinuate that she defends the distribution of child porn is
okay. I love the hypocritical point. Is the two cases similar enough? Are they similar enough? Seriously, are they? I don't know. How do you know it's hypocritical if you don't know the details, motherfuckers? Like, seriously. Oh, God, the brain rot.
And to imply that she has fucking child porn in her Twitter timeline is also fucking crazy. Damn. What is so confidential? Well, that's the point of it being confidential, isn't it, Flags? Is that I can't fucking talk about it.
Silence is violence, folks.
Nice try, buddy. Is there audio? Am I fucked it up?
Probably.
Oh, she fucked it up.
No, you all fucked up.
Oh my god.
By gauging with this.
Little bit
Fuck
of,
up all
little bit
around.
of Twigger warning and all that.
Chiggy weaning. At least they say it
What the flip?
ironically.
Twigger warning. Oh no. Twigger warning.
Hello, hi Chad. It's so good. Yes, come here. Live, you can literally come on stage yourself. What do you mean? Come here.
Oh yeah, I gotta speed this fucking bullshit up, dude. Cause I.
Yeah, he's trying. What's Eden doing? He's trying to distance himself from this bullshit. He's not going to speak for this because he's a fucking coward.
I'm not trying to be here for another hour.
Come here, sir. There you go.
I don't know how to come in myself, but for the future, if you ever have stage calls, they're goofy, so you have to start it, and then leave and then come back and people can hear you.
Yeah, this is so fucking stupid. Anyway. Fantastic way to start this.
Yeah, that's the greatest way to fucking judge people for fucking this. They're goofy. They're goofy. They're goofy. You're fucking bitches. You're like, what are you, serious? With this fucking high moral, like, goofy? Oh yeah, entertainment over fucking actual fucking substance.
Team, so happy, so demure, so mindful. Yeah, we're gonna see how I.
Oh yeah, this girl. Actually, I don't fucking know their pronouns. This, they, them. I don't give a fuck what goat is, what pronouns they use here. This, they, them is fucking defending CP. Let's have a fun time and rip into them. What the fuck? It's just like, why? What?
This, but before we go into the juicy
What
details,
are
we're gonna
you?
have
The juicy details of fucking child porn. Cool.
Yeah.
a little bit of rules,
even
little
fucking.
bit of Twigger warning and all that
Oh,
fun stuff.
Jesus
So
Christ.
first of all, we're going to talk about materials that describe CSEM. We're going to talk about child abuse.
Wow, that's juicy fucking details. Thank you.
We're going to talk about the defense thereof and all that.
Defense.
Lots of fun stuff.
Yeah, I'm mocking it. Like, obviously, I'd be very rich to, like, you know, have issue with someone, like, being crass and being flippant with their language, because that's kind of my whole fucking shtick. It's funny when I do it.
Ah, yes. Rules
Hidden
for me,
heroin is the
not
type
for
of person who's
thee.
a moral fag when other people do it, so that's why I'm pointing it out.
And if you're not comfortable with that, you
Fucking
need to leave. Because
super
I'm gonna have to
hypocrite.
discuss some of
Just-
this
Go
in
super
We're
hypocrite.
going to go over why exactly
Girl.
this is a gallery
God,
goal and not one a public stream or just an announcement. The person we're going to talk about today is a content creator, and I do not feel comfortable giving this person clout or an opportunity to weaponize this or make money from this or anything of the sorts. So
And this is, she starts with this, with the whole audience in a fucking Discord. I don't want to give him clout. Maybe this is the excuse for not actually doing a fucking stream on this shit. It's not the fact that you're fucking trying to hide this shit, which seems to be apparent from several things.
So that's why we're doing it here.
That's not why you're doing it there. So the
Thank
reason
you.
why she's doing it in Cat's Lair is because she wants a stacked audience that she could fucking well poison and gaslight, so they could take this fucking dumb fucking rumor and spread it around to other servers. That is exactly what happened. So when this shit was going,
She's not a mind reader, but I agree with this theory of theirs.
going down, here's from my perspective. I was chilling
Their
out, and I
perspective.
think that's Opblock. Yeah, I was chilling out in Opblock's server, and like I heard that this had happened, and people gave me the impression that Goat Kato unironically like defended the distribution of child pornography, or at least heavily downplayed it. And it's like super disgusting, super gross, and it's
Okay, I don't want to sort of cuck this, but listen to what she's saying. They gave her the impression of this stuff. Okay, so take what she said earlier, what they said earlier, with a grain of salt, because they already exposed the sort of biases here. Okay, they took just at face value, not looking into it. They looked into this and finds this and like, yeah, this is fucking this. Good theory again. Not proven, but I like the theory they're going with.
really fucked up that she did that. I'm like, wow, that's kind of crazy. Like, that
Yep.
she did that. You know, and I was willing to, like, in the moment, like, take people's word for it and be like, well, I don't know the exacts of the situation. Let me look at it for myself, because I can imagine already in my head, I was thinking, like, well, a good faith interpretation of that is that maybe she.
Good
I
faith.
forgot exactly what I said.
ACC. Good
But I was
faith.
trying to be like,
That's
well,
an oxymoron.
Here's a good faith interpretation of.
Oh, there I am. Telephone
someone
effect.
saying that, being dismissive about that action might actually not be that bad, right? Like, I was already kind of thinking, like, maybe there's something more to it. You know, I need to see for myself. So I go to the fucking drama chat, ACC drama chat, where, like, everything is linked.
Yeah.
And I click on the Google Doc of the notes of Goat Cato Stream, and I click on the Internet Archive link of Goat Cato Stream, and
And you gotta love how they're not going too deep. They're not going to get into the Cupidite situation at all. That's too hot. They don't want to touch that. But they're going to go with the top layer. I swear, the mental midgetry of this fucking scene where they hyper focus on one thing. And it's fine to hyper focus on one thing as a case study to understand something. But when you're not understanding the thing that Goat Cato was covering in the first place, why she fucking linked the doc in the DM so people could look at it, and why I'm not going to say Cupidite is 100% in the right. There's a good case that these fucking commentators, this network going against her, is fucking just grasping at straws. For what reason? I'm not going to say it's connected to her coverage of Birdie. Okay. There does seem to be a Birdie defense force, like, you know, on the side, but I'm not going to make that argument here because that's something that, you know, will get you called a conspiracy theorist. I just find it funny. All these things came out after her coverage of Birdie. Just a coincidence, I'm sure. Coincidence, I'm sure.
Watching the fucking stream and comparing it to the notes, I'm like, you guys are just making shit up. She
Yeah.
literally fucking doesn't say half of this shit, right?
Yeah.
It's
fucking hell.
insane levels of fucking nitpicking.
It does seem
Can
to
I
be the
find this?
case, going over this
Dude.
several fucking times.
There is such a perfect example. There is such a
See, this is actually, I go over things several fucking times, but it's when it's in community is when they fucking question this fucking shit. It takes them, someone they know, to get this sort of treatment before they'll actually fucking take action. Happens to anyone outside, oh, they're on my team. And I don't know how connected they here is fucking connected to all this bullshit. As I said, I've seen them in my chat before. Very rare thing. And let me start this again. Because I don't want to be here all night either.
perfect example. Oh, fuck. Hold on, I'm not trying to fucking pause too long.
Yeah, go girl. Guy, whatever. I don't fucking care at this point.
I was saying as a point, as a thing to note in the document, as like her being dismissive. It's like, or her being like downplaying. It's like, that's not her being downplaying. That's her just like being flippant, like with the language, because she wants to get on to watching the video. Dude, like, are you fucking serious? It's so
Actually ask questions about this.
They're not.
And engage with me because we're gonna
They're
watch the
clown
material
world.
that
found the goat cat. But yeah, the whole phrasing of just like, oh, we just found this. That's another thing too. Like, I think they try and argue that like, oh, we just found this. We recently just found this. No. I have a feeling. Speculation. Okay.
Yeah.
I have a feeling. You
Good
knew this had
speculation.
happened. You saw that goat refriended Frick the Pirate, and you thought
No.
of
That's
this,
the friend
this
thing.
situation was the first thing that popped into your head. Is like, I could twist this. I could twist this to make her out as like a fucking shithead.
Good
I could take
speculation.
this, dig this up, dig up this
Good
buried fucking
speculation.
drama, and dangle it
good.
like a fucking corpse in front of people's faces to like try and relitigate this whole bullshit.
Very great use of descriptive words that I sort of lack because I don't like to fucking moralize.
Fucking minor. And like, Hidden Heroine is treating this as if Cupidite is like fucking Jeffrey Epstein or some shit, and is just like an insane freakish child predator who's
I
out to get
think,
people, and she tried to.
I think they're
she tried to
overplaying this.
groom children with fucking Daisy's Destruction and shit.
No, it's Prim who she was grooming.
Do not seek this person out.
Allegedly.
Do not go harass this person.
Do not seek this person out. Do not go
Yeah,
harass
yeah,
them.
yeah. Let me just give you all these
But I'm
reasons
going
to harass
accuse them
this
of
person.
insane shit. But don't
Yeah.
don't go to other servers and bring it up. Quite literally right after
Wink,
this fucking
wink.
shit had happened.
You're
Within
missing the
hours
wink,
after
wink.
This fucking shit happened. People who were in this fucking shit were running to other discords to spread that fucking shit around. I'm not even fucking kidding, right? So
Yep.
her
But you
saying
can't prove
this is
her
just- is
intent.
just a
You
very
can't prove
sloppy,
Hidden's
pathetic way of
intent.
of pretending like she's covering her fucking ass. She's like, well, I told people not to do that. You fucking know what people are going to do with that information. Fuck off.
Yep.
Do not go
That is true.
harass anyone associated with this person. If you want to come.
I'm sorry, don't do what?
Disclaimer,
Go harass
disclaimer,
anyone
disclaimer.
associated with this
Don't go harassing other people associated with this stuff. Oh.
person. If you want to come to your own conclusions based on the associations of people that will remain
Okay, that's something I can't comment.
around this person, that's cool. But don't harass anybody, please. Don't go badger anybody who knows this person. Don't go
okay.
badgering the person itself about any of
Okay.
this. That'd be super poggers. And please take this.
God, dude.
Yeah, fucking super poggers. What the fuck? What the hell?
Oh yeah. Also.
Yes,
Kind of like starts this stream off, like acting like that this is like she doesn't know what's going on and she's trying to figure out what's going on, but she kind of already knows what's going on because she's friends with Cupid.
It's called playing
like, all
dumb.
this fucking shit beforehand, right? Like, I don't know why her being.
What's
deceptive
Goat's
about that,
pronouns?
that's in the stream. She shows that, like, Cupid shows
God.
up and she's like, "Oh, Cupid, hi." Or whatever the fuck.
Her
It's like, "Oh,
pronouns are
Cupid."
I don't
Okay,
give a
so,
fuck.
Wow, you know.
Actually, I
Cupid
think they are
on that level where you have a
they,
nickname for her.
him,
Wow, okay.
it.
I thought you didn't know anything about this drama. Wow. Crazy.
No, that's Cupidite. Sorry.
So who am I talking about, right? Who would be crazy enough to go onto their massive platform and defend the sharing of
Massive
That's valid
platform.
criticism. It's like you're trying to mislead me. You're trying to make me think that you're like some uninvolved party, but it sounds like you fucking are pretty close to Cupidite. Now, is Goat Kato involved with that shit? No. Fuck no. No, she's not. Right?
Yeah,
not
because you're
involved
all
with the
cowards.
destruction bullshit,
Okay,
but
you.
for her to act like oh
Again,
I don't know.
The Daisy
Cupidite shit
destruction
is,
was
like, really crazy,
distorted.
guys. I don't know anything about
If
it, though. I'm
you're
trying
to
figure out
believe
what's
the
going on.
story
Like,
was
no, you
distorted beyond recognition, Cupidite took a frame from that. I mean, that's pretty unbelievable. That she noticed
did you say?
it was from Daisy
verbiage.
because
Okay, what's
she
the-
was
what's
in
the fucking
Dice and
verbiage that we use here?
saw a real clip
Held
from
on to
it.
the stream VOD
It's
for malicious
insane.
reason?
That's the
Yep.
problem with it.
Yep.
It's an insane sort
well,
of thing
I think she
Cupidite
probably
did.
knew of the VOD.
A lot of stuff
because I think
Cupidite did
when
is
she
just
did this,
fucking
it did
insane.
kind of stir a little bit of controversy. It didn't like explode or anything.
But
like,
she
it
is a
wasn't, like,
fucked up
huge
kid.
Thing.
I'm
Goat
hoping
Kato's
she
coverage,
fucking
there
gets
was a
over
reason
it.
why Goat
Oh,
took
sorry,
down the
him.
stream and why we're
Fucking
having
him,
to look
it,
at a fucking
they, what the
archive.
fuck?
Because you know it
Okay.
wasn't the best look of Goat, like, but to read so maliciously into Goat's actions is just delusional.
The sort
It's
of
just
mental
delusional,
gymnastics
but the
of
way,
this group is
the way
hilarious.
Hidden does it, I know she's full of shit. I know Hidden's full of shit.
Yeah.
I know Hidden is capable.
It's very
of
highly likely.
recognizing when. Recognizing this situation for what it is and realizing that you're supposed to be good faith and factual and evidential about your claims about people because she got onto fucking Dreamer for that same shit. That was the whole fucking reason why I went back and I watched that fucking Dreamer shit, because the criticism she gave against Dreamer is the same shit she does in this fucking stream. So she knows better than to do that, and she does it anyways.
Okay, that's the point of the Dreamer bullshit
and
that I didn't
defend
go
the sharing
over.
of CSEM. Well, Chad, it's fucking Goat Kato.
Yeah, that's live.
For context,
Oh no, not
I
this.
was made
Not this. This is an arc. This is a restream.
aware that Goat Kato had
I'm
multiple
not gonna have the
streams.
points to actually.
Took down the stream, handed out private apologies, and stopped destroying with any part of what else could have been done. If that is what she did, then yeah, then yeah, that's an appropriate reaction, right?
What?
Like, it's still a bit weird. Like prior to her doing that, prior to her taking down the stream and handing out apologies and stuff like that, her
Yeah, let's
association
go
with
with
Cupidite is a
here.
little weird, but it's not my fucking business. I don't care.
Covering
Don't care,
the
don't
Cupidite
care.
situations. Now, we are not here today to talk about Cupidite and everything that's going on there,
See?
but we're gonna have to briefly address it. Goat decided it was super appropriate in June of this year to host 4 separate streams, 2 of which I could confirm actually happening, 2 of which are alleged, on a minor named Jumi Cat who was covering the Cupidite stuff in detail, and we were able to recover one of the streams that they did, and it is not good. So
Yes, they were trying to be the adult in the
because I want
room,
people to
and you're
understand
fucking using
why
it
this is so fucked
against
up. I'm also
them.
gonna give y'all the context in a second.
That's
because
fucking
I don't-
insane to
It's
me.
actually so insane. Oh my god, it's just occurring to me.
Yeah, it is insane. These children have no fucking adults. Adult steps in and be like, this shit is insane between minors. Why are you covering drama done to minors? So they don't fuck each other over with false accusations. Why don't you understand? But it's CP. What is the does the circumstances matter? Fuck off. Just seriously fuck off. You're failed investigators if you don't want to get into the nitty-gritty details. You just fail. You're a complete fucking use your fucking authority, your fucking clout, other people's clout in this case. So I don't know if I'm not going to say 100% Lio set this kitten up because he was worried that because Goat, she would spill secrets. So they had to do the sort of Scientology, spread shit so no one would believe any sort of things Goat Cato would have to spread around about this fucking cult-like fucking dipshit ACC segment.
It's actually so insane how much Hidden Heroine's actions here mirror Doodle Tones' stream on George.
And they have to make these comparisons to make their fucking point. That's another thing. For the audience sake, so they can understand that this is bad this is bad on its own. Why do you need to fucking do the Doodle Tones bullshit also? Yes, Doodle Tones is bad. Even worse. Fucking diaper fetish bullshit. Someone should fucking... No, let me not do it.
That stream defending him, right? It's just you're sitting there.
I understand why it's done.
Maliciously trying to gaslight people into having a certain idea about a
And
certain individual.
I don't know about this example that she's using. I
Like,
guess
just straight
this
up
is like...
lying and like trying to mislead and misdirect people as the
It's a
evidence
way
is
to
right
keep
there,
outsiders
right, for them
out.
to come to their own
Also,
conclusion.
probably like I can't speak on this. No, I know about the Cupidite doc. I know about the
Obviously, it's not to
Yumi
the same
doc
extent.
against
Obviously,
her.
Hidden Heroine is not defending a fucking child predator. Okay, it's not the same extent. Okay, but it's the same behavior. It's the same behavior. It's the same
Yes,
kind
okay.
of
Yes,
circumstance and
behavior.
situation, right? It's just
I understand the sort of behavior. Okay, the behavioral argument. They criticize others for a certain behavior, like Doodle Tones, but they'll do it themselves, so they're hypocrites. Not necessarily. These comparisons are weird. These people are weird. I literally saying they have their own
I don't
fucking...
know. I don't know how many times people need to be cut off, burnt, destroyed, and demolished right in front of this bitch's face for her to realize not to do shit like this. If you in your head are thinking, wow, this stream looks really fucking bad on Goat Cato, right? And you might be able to come to the conclusion that she's defending the distribution of child pornography. You want to be so fucking careful with that. And what?
Yeah, this bullshit from what I've seen, the child pornography is a heavily distorted, even the audio was distorted to avoid YouTube fucking... I don't even know why. I don't even know why this is a thing. I don't know why this is a point. This is absurd.
You do with that thought, okay? Because if you have that thought in your brain,
Oh yeah, if you dismiss the fact that it's not recognizable in any form as a Daisy's destruction, just invoke the name and them spreading it, not caring about if Cupidite knew it was that. Fucking hell.
I have to think, can I justify this with evidence? If no, then say like it feels this way, it feels this way. Like,
No.
She straight up says that Goat is doing this as Goat is talking and not doing that. And so many people
That
in this
seems
fucking
to be
shit
true.
bought and ate this fucking shit up.
And they try to find inconsistencies of what they're saying, but when you're fucking ignorant on the details, of course you're gonna think there's inconsistency when you don't know what fucking Goat is talking about. It's just like basic thing.
Dude. I'm gonna take 2 blinkers and a breath for you. Thank you, bruh.
Want to have a million people asking me what are you talking about. So in this stream, Goat decides to go over a video of Yumi's, in which Yumi talks about proof that Cupidite had shared the infamous CSEM video, Daisy's Destruction, to their...
By the way, it wasn't proof, it was literally just the allegation. That was it. There was no proof.
Too true. Too true. Okay,
Now,
it's
weird 'cause
testimonials.
I went out of my way to watch Yumi's video before watching Goat's stream, just to get a sense of like what was being viewed. And when I was watching that and I finished it, I'm like, okay, it just seems like it is an allegation. And I went to go watch Goat's stream, and it's a fucking different video. And it's like, well, where the fuck is this video? But it's the same information.
Down.
It's the same information.
It's the
just
partner's
a
hit
completely different
piece
video, but it's the
on
same information. I'm just
Cupidite.
like, okay, whatever. Like,
This girl's they've been adding,
repeatedly
they've been just
via a pin.
fucking relitigating it.
but listen to the
At least
Cupidite had
this is
shared
the
the
third time,
infamous CSEM
maybe
video,
more than that.
Daisy's Destruction, to their minor fan base, repeatedly via a ping.
Wow, you make it sound intentional. Wow, you make it sound fucking intentional. Why are you making it sound intentional? Couldn't it have just been a genuine fucking accident? She will try and argue that it's literally impossible for it to be an accident and it was entirely intentional. And this 15-year-old girl was trying to fucking groom her minor audience into viewing fucking one of the worst child pornography videos in the fucking world by having a link of a UTTP video of a blurred, distorted fucking video image of Daisy's Destruction and them trying to figure out what the fuck was...
Okay, there's also this whole UTTP shit. People don't even people are afraid of the UTTP, so they don't fucking look into it. The only solid link to one of these dipshit UTTP members, like someone in the UTTP who actually had legitimate power or influence, is fucking Parlo. And people are afraid to actually sort of point that out. They dance around this shit. It's utterly insane. That's the only solid connection. They try to do 6 degrees of Kevin Bacon for every other to make this connection for the UTTP. But no, you say Parlo because of his stellar thing and because he's just being harassed by the UTTP. That's just crazy. No, it's literally there. No one wants to talk about it. They dance around it because they're fucking cowards.
going on. Yeah, that was totally malicious. That was totally intentional. Fucking retard.
Now, normal people would look at that and say, that's kind of fucked up. Who would do that? Who would defend that? Why would you be okay with that happening? Well, Goat decided...
Yeah, the reductive nature. That's just a defense. When you're too stupid to understand the other person's argument, you can't say it's a defense. Oh, I feel it's a defense. Well, I don't care how you fucking feel. Facts don't care about your feelings, bitches, okay? You want to make an allegation? You want people to take seriously? Fucking bring it. Bring the evidence. It's fine to theorize.
Yeah,
but...
Yumi Cactus. I think Yumi... Didn't Yumi say... In the video that I watched, Yumi was like said that they were 17 and shit. Dude, this is why you don't want to fucking touch this shit. Because it's just like...
See?
It's just...
Cowardice.
Children getting involved, touching the fucking poo, talking about fucking CSAM fucking shit. Just fucking... You as an adult... Here's what Goat Kato should have done. Is said... Why the fuck is Yumi Cactus... Like, here's a criticism for Yumi Cactus. Why the fuck are you making... Well, no, wait, no. Goat does kind of fucking say that. Goat kind of does say that in the stream. Like, why the fuck are we talking about this? Why the fuck are minors litigating this shit? This shit is dumb. This shit's crazy. This
Relitigating.
Law enforcement. Do not...
Yeah.
This should not be a drama. Okay? And that's kind of what she was trying to say. When those quotes of Goat that sound like she's downplaying and sounds like she's dismissing, that's what she's trying to say. She's trying to say, why are we litigating this? Why is this being litigated? Why is this being talked about? These are a bunch of minors involving themselves in a drama that has to do with CSAM. Why? That's essentially Goat's fucking point. She worded it fucking stupidly and poorly. But this was turned into Goat. make up your own mind. We'll hear what Goat says in this fucking
to pull a million different excuses for why sharing that shit is okay out of their ass. They decide to basically roll with the changing story.
I fucking hate people who tack drama onto situations where people are raped and exploited. It technically is drama. And you know, I like Chud Logic. He's very, very crass and insensitive when it comes to situations like that. But again, when it comes to stuff like that, like, I don't think you should moral fag about it. Like, you shouldn't moral fag about it and then like turn it into content. Okay, you should recognize it for what it is. It's like this kind of stuff is you know, we human beings have a natural inclination to want to watch true crime stuff because we want to know what to avoid and stuff like that. And if people can put it in an entertaining way,
No, they watch that shit because they like to see fucking people suffer. They don't want to admit it. They want a moral high stand about it. Okay? I don't do that. Or I try not to do that. Yes, you should learn something from it. But when you seek it out and if it's in your community and you're trying to be fucking leaders in this community and you're the adults, fuck off with this shit. Fuck off. Seriously.
That's kind of a good-ish thing, you know, because the thing also with Chud Logic is he does employ a lot
Stop
of
glazing.
nuance when he talks about
Okay.
topics, despite
I'm done. I'm not fucking hearing this fucking glazing. Chud Logic is just a drama streamer. When it comes to getting in the meat, he's just a fucking sheep. Okay. He was a fucking bulldog back when he started. Fucking super mega. But he's just become a bitch. He's just become an entertainer now. He's lost his drive, okay? I don't know why. It could be Queenman. It could be other things. Maybe he was always a bitch. And he just got lucky there for a little bit. Okay. Gonna finish this up. Fucking ZV fucking video. Yeah. Take it with a grain of salt.
This video is just meant to critique and like...
There's some things I looked into this a little bit. I'm not going to prove anything, so take some of the not corrections, but commentary or other shit on top of this with a grain of salt. Okay, yeah.
Please don't harass the people at Feature, okay? It's just meant to critique, okay? Not the disco, nothing.
I will step on that. Dumbasses and losers have to harass people, okay? Straight up. Dumbasses and people who can't make arguments, logical arguments, or prove their fucking points, they have to harass. They have to fucking poison the well. You're a fucking bottom bitch if you have to harass, okay? And if you're fine with being a bottom bitch, go ahead, harass. I'll mock you for it, okay? It's stupid at the end of the fucking day.
So there are these two art commentary channels, Yumi Cactus and Junie Draws, which have been in quite the controversy lately. And upon peering in as an outsider, of course, I didn't like what I saw, okay? These two essentially make commentary videos on art-related drama and discourse, hence the art commentary thing, yeah. Now to preface, I will not be talking about the allegations. Yes, I can't believe those are words which escaped my mouth, because to be blunt, I don't care, I don't want to look...
Say, I don't care, I don't want to look at that. Yeah, being a bitch, ZV.
Into, I don't care, it's weird to tell me online.
Yeah,
What I will
is,
talk
it
about
is.
is the tendency
I
to
agree
just
with
spread
the second part.
misinformation for literally no reason. Like at all, it's insane. Art commentators spreading misinformation? What the flip? How could they? A bit of context before
It's
I
a
get
day
into
that
things.
ends
These
with a
two
Y.
fellas, Yumi Cactus and Junie Draws, do not like the solo creator Cupidite. I made a few videos on him, essentially trying to pay him as a predator on numerous occasions. I haven't personally looked into the situation regarding Cupidite, and to be frank, I don't think I want to, especially with the knowledge I have of the Yumi-Jumi couple. So don't expect me to talk on it in confidence or anything. All you need to know is, these two accuse Cupidite of being a predator.
Such a scaredy cat. ZV's such a bitch with some of the stuff.
To the point they supposedly made a document on him. Very scary stuff.
Queen, You're slaying too
But
loud.
he's got
On the topic
the
of the document, this is
means.
where a new character comes in, Momo Draws. In said document, it claimed this entirely different person was allegedly Cupidite. Like it
Yeah,
literally
this
says
is the
Cupidite's
insane
new
part.
alias. Nothing which suggests this is hypothetical in the slightest. They seemingly
Why?
put this in the document claiming, without a shadow of a doubt, both Cupidite and Momo were the same person. When clicking on the link, it forwards you to a completely different document, just under 2,000 words, dedicated to pushing the narrative they are somehow the same person. On top of this, on one of Juni's videos on Cupid, he pinned a comment also corroborating the notion Momo Draws was seemingly just an old account of theirs. But actually looking into the doc itself,
Yeah, I don't know why they even make this. It's not like Cupidite's off platform. Why make this sort of weird sort of claim without any evidence to back it up? Do you not like this person and don't have other? I'm just like, why make this connection? Keep it to the facts. You're making yourself, they're kids, they're minors. They're just throwing everything they think will stick because they've been going at it for fucking almost 9 months. Fucking hell.
I'm going to be honest, I have no idea what possessed them to make this. This document didn't release and escaped. It starts off saying, in quotes,
"This document is not a call-out doc. It is simply an extension and confirmation that commentary creator Autistic
Bullshit.
/ Momo Draws is Cupidite,
Insane.
unknown predator, groomer and bigot. Cupidite is trying to escape his actions by pretending he is someone else. So this doc has been
They still have a
compiled to prove
platform.
that this user is Cupidite to encourage people to feel safe enough to report his account."
Get away from her! So they're essentially rallying up the audience, and whoever reads this extension doc to not only believe this person is someone they claim is a predator, but to also mass report them. Amazing, look, I mean, surely
Sure
if
enough,
they're presenting this as
that's the
facts,
deal.
the evidence must be concrete.
No.
Imagine making a document essentially trying to push a narrative both Momo Draws and Cupidite are the same person, without a doubt 100% confirmed by American patriots. And your first example are art styles which look kinda similar. Maybe it's because I'm not part of the ACC, but most of these
Yeah.
art styles look identical to me. With this logic, Cupidite must have the power to duplicate themselves at will. No guys, you don't get it. They both have exaggerated eyelashes. It has to be the same person. Like, what are we doing? Guys, look at the face shape. Look at the face shape, guys. Isn't this like the standard like cartoony face shape? What? It gets even sillier because they then try claiming they have the same handwriting. What? Aren't you guys the artists? How don't you know when you're using the artistic choice to use bubble writing? Handwriting can typically look similar. Cupidite's handwriting versus Momo Draws' handwriting. Handwriting is a very difficult thing to accidentally replicate. And why would someone even try to replicate a Cupid's handwriting? At this point, I've lost track of what's even happening in the document anymore, as they just randomly accuse another creator, so many creators in the story I know, known as Friendly Fire, of being a UTTP account. Their proof? Oh my god, their proof. They never show it. I wish I was kidding. They just accuse this guy of being part of the UTTP with literally no evidence whatsoever to back it up. I was actually baffled when I saw this for the first time. For those who go outside, the UTTP are a group who are allegedly known for doxing and harassing creators. The ACC have this weird obsession of just accusing people they don't like of being part of the.
Okay, now I do have to take a break. Let's do an educational thing for fair use terms and crap like that. Let's do a little education because no one wants to fucking do the most basic amount of research, it seems like. I know way more about this than I should, so let me just get the most distilled fucking version of this I can. Let's see if this works. I'll give it some facts, you know, something to extend the stream like 20 more minutes because his video is rather short. Make sure that's up. Okay, learn some lore. Go to this guy. It's not perfect, but it's a good encapsulation. He has 5 videos, only UTTP. Pretty basic, pretty solid from what I've seen, comparison to what else. Okay, The
UTTP. By now, you probably know a lot about them. They're the notorious so-called online trolls, stirring a ruckus on YouTube along with many other platforms. I've made 2 videos prior surrounding these online criminals, and so this will be the finale. If you haven't seen both part 1 and part 2, they'll be linked in the description below. I highly recommend watching them both to get the most out of this video. Nonetheless, this video is packed with tons of information from start to finish. I've included all publicly available information from 2011 to present day surrounding the UTTP, and also all private info that I was able to obtain. A quick disclaimer before the video starts. Some parts of the following content may contain extreme themes and/or ideologies. Also, any shocking images or messages have been blurred. This is the complete lore of the UTTP in 10 minutes. It all started back in 2011, when an internet and online gaming enthusiast by the name of Thomas Parkinson was playing Xbox games like Halo and Call of Duty Black Ops, just like everyone else. Well, that was until he decided one day while watching YouTube that trolls were a big issue on the platform, and so he made a YouTube channel called YouTube Troll Police Team.
This isn't really relevant. You want to know the lore? It's a fucking 10-minute video. Let me get to the more recent stuff, because there's a lot of weird stuff. And I like fair use, okay? There's something about other groups. There's plenty of these fucking other little splinter groups, imitation groups. Everyone just goes with the generic UTTP, okay? There's many fucking branches, many fucking ideologies within this when you actually look into it and look at the facts. This is why they probably go with the UTTP. Okay, every troll group who uses any similar tactics can get labeled as the UTTP. Not all the UTT branches even fucking deal with sending out CP, okay? Only the most vile ones. There's one that definitely seems to be against it, who won't let Defender, Parlo's associate, which I don't know the connection still. They probably threw him under the bus also at this point. But yeah, there's some interesting facts here. Just look it up. No one wants to cover it. They're all scared. I'm not going to name names, but I will say, I do talk to people and they don't want to fucking deal with this stuff because they're scared of getting doxxed. And their information might not be private, which I can understand.
Project Gotcha Fool.
Oh, God.
YouTube Farm Gang Army, and ALGG.
You can see how nuanced this is, how many groups are influenced. This isn't even factoring out groups like DICE or other groups gone over in this series.
He stands for
Oh, come on.
Anti-Lisa Gaming Group.
Oh my.
After this war, apparently there was a UTTP civil war, but I couldn't find too much on it. All I know is that this person by the name of SBK was what triggered it. The year is now 2023. Emperor Anime Sucks is the UTTP's new leader, and a lot has...
Apparently this guy's the CP king, okay? Though there is problems with fucking Defender with CP, I hear, okay? Not gonna go totally. I just know he got kicked out of the more fuck Anime Sucks side of the UTT, of the Civil War.
...has changed. Starting in the late December of 2023, the UTTP intervened in one of their biggest conflicts yet, taking on and making fake accusations against newer content creators, and some popular YouTube Shorts creators like DanoCal Draws. This would be known as the Shorts War. This prompted many people to make videos about them, including Dano himself, who decided to actually implement them into their ARG Shorts War. Around this time as well, Emperor Anime Sucks would wage a war on the Murder Drones fandom, and really anything related to Glitch Productions in the coming months, particularly the Amazing Digital Circus. This has earned them much hatred from across the entire internet due to their sadism, you know, getting pleasure from other people's pain, hence why kids and teenagers usually join the UTTP, especially with all the sides involved, you know, wanting to be on the popular side, the winning side. And when it comes to groups like the UTTP, in their minds, they are the winners. Talking in caps locks and screaming at people in comment sections, I mean, they think they're absolute champions. Anyway, one large incident soon came that skewered their reputation down that much further. In January this year, Matt Pat would retire from Game Theory. You can guess what the UTTP did, led by Anime Sucks.
Okay, not even wanting to get into this. There's another Emperor Bam Bam, okay. I think he's part of the CP, fucking sharers, all the UTTP. Fucking hell, okay. Enough of a side. Just some context and something to possibly watch if you want to fucking do research and understand. If you're not so scared to fucking talk about these guys, which seems a lot of people are. Okay, back to fucking the dipshit who annoys me all the time that people like to call my friend. You want to call him internet friend? Fine, fine. I'm friendly with him. He annoys the fuck out of me.
UTTP. It's insane. Everyone I don't like is part of the UTTP. Forget falsely accusing...
That happens.
People are being racist, bigoted, who knows? You're part of the UTTP now, buddy.
Yeah.
Fast forward, apparently Yumi Cactus and Junie Draws apologized to Momo behind the scenes. I remember Friendly Fire, the guy they falsely accused of being a UTTP member. Apparently he got an apology as well. Only after striking down his video, of course.
Yeah,
so
weird
Friendly
shit.
Fire had a stream where allegedly both Momo Draws and Kubadite spoke at the same time, essentially proving they weren't the same person. For some reason after this, according to Friendly Fire, Yumi strike down their VOD. So not only did they smear this guy as a UTTP member, already in a document utterly stained with misinformation, but also strike his channel as well. But it's fine, of course, because after the
despite any criticism I have for ZV's fucking personality and outside his channel, his videos are fairly solid. There's probably some fucking little twist in them. I haven't been able to catch it, if there really is. Design-wise, are pretty solid. It's sad. It's sad.
conversation they supposedly had with Yumi and Junie, where they told Friendly Fire just how sorry they were. The strike was lifted. Am I the only one who thinks Yumi and Junie only apologized because things didn't end well for them? Like, this is overtly blatant, is it not? The document where they just slander Friendly Fire Momo Draws is still up, by the way. You seriously can't harm someone's image to such a degree and think a little private apology is going to rectify things. AI addiction!
ACC logic. That's what they do. It doesn't even need to be direct. They just need to make it for the community. A tent or anything, no. They just need to do a performative shit like that.
Hey, so this is an editing note. If I sound more low energy than normal, I literally just woke up. Like, the video is already done. I've already edited everything. But apparently Friendly Fire was working with the UTTP.
Oh, that is truly a mess. I watched Friendly Fire's video on that with Jake and someone else. Avenger, okay. And that's like the biggest dog show. The best I can tell, I have no clue if Jake, Friendly Fire, says he was being blackmailed by fucking Jake and Avenger and used Jake saying Avenger was in the UTTP. The best example is Avenger was definitely owned up to the fact that he was spying for Anti-Troll. Who? The fucking Anti-Troll, AUTTP. Even Parlo admitted they are just as bad in tactics. I think he didn't highlight a role Defender had in the original UTTP, whatever fucking division of that it was. But yeah, it seems like this fucking Avenger kid was fucking in the UTTP 2-4 Anti-Troll, who had a who was slightly better, but still did a whole bunch of fucked up shit. And even had fucking someone who's going off of the Fed thing. They think that he's turned Fed. They're always talking about Fed. Okay. Fucking gropers and the white nationalists do this all the time. I think it was proven with Bake Elastica. But a little bit of context is, yeah, I don't know if you can call Friendly Fire or any of the other people he accused of being the UTTP actually UTT members. They definitely are some wannabes who use very similar tactics, misinformation all the fucking round. I don't know if they should be considered UTTP. But I just wanted to make that correction. This is where he sort of lazily slaps his head, which I understand here. He does it.
Yeah, he fooled all of us. Me, Momo, Kubadite, Junie, Yumi, you name it. I believe my point still
Yeah,
stands.
mostly.
Junie and Yumi false.
His point does fucking stand no matter if these people are UTTP or not. Fucking hell.
Accuse Friendly Fire, since I don't believe they had any sufficient evidence to substantiate their claims, until now of course. The fact both Junie and Yumi, according to Friendly Fire, apparently apologized to him, Yumi himself publicly apologized, and even retracted the strike, tells me they didn't have nearly enough evidence to accuse him in the first place. It honestly feels like Junie and Yumi just got lucky here. And that's not to say Friendly Fire is a perfect victim in the situation whatsoever. He obviously has accountability he needs to take himself, just pointing out how it seems like the accusation was fortunately proven correct in this instance. To drive this point home, you don't publicly and allegedly privately apologize to someone you're willing to confidently accused in the document. If you have concrete evidence of the claims you're levying, this situation seems like a happenstance, and I hope those involved stay true to what actually happened. Irregardless, I still believe the strike made on Friendly Fire stream VOD wasn't just, especially.
Yeah, I agree with this take, okay. As I said, despite his fucking twisted personality, most of his takes are pretty fucking basic bitch, except for his accountability. Fucking hell, what does that even mean? It's the fact that if I genuinely thought these motherfuckers knew what accountability was or how to actually properly admit it, maybe then. But until then, this accountability talk is just fucking just annoying to me. Used as a hammer.
When taking into consideration, in the document on Momo, they claim said stream wasn't archived, as if they went behind the removal of the stream beforehand. It's literally worded as if he took it down of his own volition. Even though Friendly Fire told me personally there are instances of both Momo and Kubadite talking at the same time, the document says otherwise.
Momodroths joins the live stream, and let me say this. The stream is not archived, however, there is not a single instance of Momo and Cupidite speaking at the same time was heard.
Obviously, there's no way to prove this, since only Yumi coincidentally struck down the stream VOD, and Friendly Fire just opted to delete it. If I didn't know any better, it seems like there was evidence of both Momo and Kubadite being separate entities in the stream. They didn't want that getting out and decided to strike it down, but this is obviously theoretical, of course.
They struck it down. They struck down what the evidence that would disprove the fucking thing. That's sus as shit.
Despite how Momo draws and Friendly Fire made posts, talking about how they've cleared things up with the Junie Yumi couple, I just think it's kind of gross how you'd spread patent misinformation, and instead of making a proper statement discussing how you wronged them, they decided to just discuss it privately and call it a day. That's not to say settling things in private is a bad thing, because it obviously wasn't, just something which speaks volumes. You can settle things in private and make a proper statement at the same time. Emphasis on a proper statement. Making 2 posts isn't nearly enough. Ironically, put effort into making a document with just under 2,000 words, with screenshots present, and such confidently put it in a master doc dedicated to an entirely different person. But the so-called accountability is just a small post being like, whoopsie, my bad for attempting to slander you. Like, it's insane. I shouldn't have to explain why the make accusations, ask questions later mentality is kinda bad, especially with allegations this serious, let alone putting it into writing.
Yeah, no shit. This is just a fucking brain dead fucking logic. Not what ZV's saying.
This just tells me Yumi and Junie are unreliable and their credibility should immediately be put into question. Nevertheless, my issue is the accusations are very much public, and yet their accountability has seemingly been behind closed doors. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not one who heavily advocates for public apologies. Most of them are performative in nature, if I'm going to be quaint. But this situation was actively publicized for everyone to see. If it happens behind the scenes and was handled the same way, I couldn't really care. But it's the fact such accusations were pushed as fact in formal documents, may I remind you, which makes this decision feel more like damage control than anything else. I don't know anything about Kubadite's situation, like I said, and seeing how Junie and Yumi handle.
Why is this fucking annoying ass fucking insane kid fucking having better standards for evidence than the whole fucking ACC? It's amazing. It's fucking just blows my mind that this person, this younger person, has a better standard of evidence than fucking Lio Convoy, a fucking adult, a leader. Discredited leader, because, he was groomed by fucking peaches. He was manipulated by creatures and creatures. Oh, Jesus Christ.
The situation, I don't think you can blame me for not being exactly inclined to watch their videos on it, because you can't just accuse someone of being an alleged predator and then hit us with a... These are career-damaging allegations Jumi and Uni are just casually throwing around. I have a burning feeling they wouldn't have apologized if pushback wasn't as severe. It just seems like a stunt to me. But what do I know? Now, since I heard Yumi Cactus and Junie Jaws have the tendency to strike down videos or just grossly stand up people who dare to criticize them, I am not close friends with anyone involved here. I am not part of the UTTP. I don't...
Yeah, I'm not close friends with anyone, okay? I have the Mr. Medicare approach. Just because I'm going to talk to you, and I agree with you sometimes, doesn't mean I'm fucking your friend, okay? Other people want to make that association, fine. I'm used to fucking bullshit artists fucking doing that shit. But, guilt by association.
Flip it though and they'll try to use it against me at this point.
Okay, yeah. And I think that's probably the crux of the matter. Did I have anything else fucking here in this playlist? Nope, that's the end of it. Okay, I don't want fucking go into Cupidite shit. She has a whole doc. She might do a video. There's fucking a whole bunch of shit here. Oh, yeah. Might as well just in with this fucking thing. Okay. Oh, some clips. Yeah, sure. Actually, you know what? Something, pull out something from fucking Himpleton. Oh, God. My good buddy Himpleton, who totally doesn't hate me nowadays. Oh, God. I swear, no hate towards that guy. It's funny how emotionally how butthurt he is by everyone. Okay. I was trying to help him, man. I gave him criticism. He couldn't accept it. Okay. Because I gave him advice. He didn't take it. A whole bunch of other stuff. Okay. There's a whole bunch of stuff I've been doing for fucking research all around. You can see it. You can document it. What the hell? Yeah, let me just fucking do this. Go into my clips. Let me take this down real quick. Okay, I don't want to see what I named some of these clips. Don't want to give away the game, guys. Okay, I'll bring it up. Make sure it's good and ready. I mean, just because you have information, publicly sharing it isn't always the best idea, okay? You need to sometimes wait for the right time. But relitigating dramas over and over and over, trying to add more and more, yeah, maybe. Where's the Himpleton? Let's see if he still keeps it up. Like Ace, the Ace Factory, okay. These sort of blum shittos that I told from small commentary, I told Himpleton are sort of snakes. Himpleton's definitely proven himself as a player in Snake nowadays. But yeah, you can watch that fucking. He goes over this also. Despite me thinking he's a snake and thinking he's just a fucking player in the scene, his coverage ain't half bad half the time. Okay, you can separate the personality of someone, and still not trust them, and still think their coverage is decent. So we got this little bit from Ace Haller here, okay? He's got a little bit of private info because he's in the know. Shared the Ace Haller. And anyone curious about this? Zero Needs Coffee drama. I guess that was sort of still a meme within their community at that time. It was before Himpleton's time, so he wouldn't know the reference there.
The beautiful little Jew boy. Love that guy.
20 minutes. Hayden, I think.
Dude, I don't understand the point you're making. I got sent it unsolicited, randomly, unprompted in my DM.
JFA is trolling, Zeffy.
Where was still uncensored? What?
I didn't know it was. I thought he had all.
Like you're lying.
So you think that I went in there with those things uncensored, with him streaming in that server, and then him showing it on the stream, and you can hear me audibly gasp when he shows it, and I've got proof that I sent him the message the time he was streaming to tell him to remove the fucking stream, and I got on call with him, and he muted his stream mic and his Discord mic on, and we had a talk when he was still streaming, and I told him, you fucked up majorly, XD Game is gonna clip this shit, you need to remove the stream and make an apology or some shit. You fucked up majorly.
That makes sense of fucking all because you got it sent to you before the fucking stream, and then you literally tell him like, hey, you need to censor it. He went
to me and stated, I have like big proof on mini blocks here. He didn't say what it was, and then he posted that shit, and I was conflicted with the fact that, okay, he just posted what he claimed.
So far, the leak of Guamgo and Parlo talking about their friends who doxed a child, and have AICP on Discord, right? Again, I would go to the very beginning of my stream, this stream.
Yeah, very damning stuff, but it's just still hearsay. Proof. Proof's in the pudding, okay? He's not even judging fucking Samuel, Ace, and Amos's dumbass for holding on to this. And now it's becoming a subject matter. Reintegrated. I think he's going for Guamgo, okay? I don't know why people aren't going for fucking Parlo. They're trying to. I think this is stupid. Himpleton sort of connecting Guamgo. Anything Guamgo or whatever the fuck this guy's name is, it's because of Parlo. I don't think they're trying to sweep for fucking anyone here. I think they're just looking for the juiciest thing out of the day. And this is just so fucking brain dead. Just wanted to go over that particular thing. And here's this. I think this is much more fucking damning. Himpleton also goes over this, but
He's guilty of all the evidence that has surfaced and his lack of response. However, I made this video because it has come to my attention that a group chat has leaked revealing how Parlo played a part in Potimer's doxing and
yeah, the Avenger guy supposedly turncoat for some reason from anti-troll. Okay, Defender, anti-troll, almost as bad, the same behaviors. And there's questions about whether or not anti-troll does the CP shit.
swatting. Defender is known as a UTTP member and has been featured on Parlo's channel before. In Parlo's video titled The End of the UTTP, which came out on August 17, 2024, he would claim they were part of the good side of the UTTP.
But here's a mini interview I did with Defender and Joshua about the situation, and these just two members who don't affiliate themselves with the medical side of the UTTP. Right, so we have the leader of Moonbase here and Defender here, and I just want you to clarify that you're both not part of the UTTP stuff that's currently ran by Ban, which has all these puzzle job posters flocking to it, like the tens and tens by the day. You've absolutely nothing to do with that, and you have different fragmented factions from that, right?
Yeah, that's correct. We're trying our best to try to like get rid of all the server because there'll be no more control. Not normally going to go around people. But we're going to do that.
Okay, I saw a clip later where Defender talks with another guy. This guy here, I believe. And this guy here, leader of the non-CP side, who's just as bad, tells Defender he can't come back. He's saying he shares CP, and Defender does the sort of whataboutism. Like, what about all these other people that I'm just going to claim has CP who are in your group? And he's like, fuck off, you're not coming, okay?
Acting nice. I like people acting nice. I like the invitation, but no, it's like 2018, 2015, what are you doing, boys?
And I also did a lot of association and because they're all just the gateway to and that's the gateway to And it's true that with every predator you ostracize and ban, that will flock into
yeah, flock ban, and
correct me if I'm wrong, Reginald was the one who supplied the first iteration of these.
I believe like May or June, question mark. Oh, July, right now. Because I first never knew to steal people.
And the last thing is that Anime Sucks is running the current CP channel comments as well. He's running
This is the most we know about Defender, as he is pretty anonymous online, but this confirms Parlo and Defender had a connection before.
Yep.
In this group chat recording, we can see the exact same roster as in the previous video, and here they would discuss Potimer's personal information. I've gone out of my way to censor any private information to avoid harassment.
Hates Potimer so much.
No, imagine if someone did something accidentally and got all like fucking leaked. I would really fucking hate.
Yeah, cause that will happen. Yeah.
So just to clarify, because I'm not sure if the video does, that's Parlo here, where my cursor is. And that's Defender, and that's Anti-Troll, who's always muted. I have not seen anything of his voice, and for his videos, he uses a voice changer. So this person could be anyone. Hell, the Anti-Troll could have been a good guy at the start, but his account could have been hacked and taken over by someone else at some point. In theory, okay? Because you don't hear his voice ever. Always uses... he says voice changer, maybe in his latest video. Could be a different guy than the one who did the bot to stop the UTTP bots. Clearly he has former ties and knowledge on the UTTP to create a counter bot. But yeah, at this point, they're just as bad. Maybe they don't share CP.
People already hate me enough, but people like need a reason to hate me, and that'll be a reason. Everybody will instantly believe the IKEA shit. And then not because they actually believe it. They'll believe it just because they want to hate me.
Dude, he's got like that Jewishness.
They want to hate you because you cause girls to carve. You cause young... Actually, I don't know. I just know girls to carve their name into their skin. Okay, you fucking were around when Miami swatted the big YouTuber, okay? You're fucking just as bad as them.
Maybe he is a Jew.
And the
I would explain all the...
Let me ask you this question.
And I have to wonder about the anti-Semitism. Okay. Again, racism, stupid as fucking hell. You should judge people for their stupid ideas instead of their ethnicity. And there's plenty of stupid Jews, and there's plenty of smart Jews. Bad Jews, good Jews. Why lump them all together? Fucking, there's some shit with the dissident right that I'm wondering if these are sort of like an extension of them. Because Chud Logic, before he became sort of a bitch, and same thing with President Sunday. The President Sunday got a voice recording of a distant right person called, oh fuck, I forget his name, dipshit. Not academic agent. Oh, the distributist talking to another distant right person about doing the sort of harassment tactics to join leagues with someone like ContraPoints. Check it out sometimes. At least it hasn't been taken down. I did a stream on it, blah, blah, blah.
Why would Parlo talk about this information with Defender and Antitroll when they have nothing to do with the situation?
Yep.
Why would they be looking for addresses, reposting Potimer's face and Potimer's
Very
mom's
good
face
point.
multiple times as a joke?
Very
and looking for
good
accounts?
point.
I believe it's because Parlo knew he was a shady character and
Yeah,
he
no
would do
shit.
illegal actions against Potimer, such as what we'll get into. We even have proof that Defender didn't know this information up until Parlo told him, with Antitroll stating, "Where'd you even get this?" And Defender replying, Parlo, and Parlo has a contact with a friend of Potimer. It may have been Puss, one of Potimer's IRL friends, but this hasn't been confirmed. Potimer would be swatted live, and we can see Defender in the call and speaking. Here's the clip.
Hello, I was walking by a street and I heard gunshots and like someone ran out of the building. I don't know what to do. Yeah.
This bit goes on for too long.
I was coming.
I understand why they have it. This is just the whole thing. Watch the video if you want to know. How Parlo helped swatters against Polymer. Roblox drama. So yeah, he's just a large section of him just proving that these guys did this. Defender's there, along with some other people.
He's not gonna get shot.
I really hope he gets shot.
Oh, shit!
That's a great thing. I really
Then
hope he
don't
gets shot.
complain. Then don't complain and say.
Fuck! Avenger was in the call. Oh, fuck! But again, UTTP. Okay. We know he was sort of a... Oh, Avenger was in there. But this is the AU. This is the AUTTP. And technically, this could be a subgroup. I don't fucking know. This could be anyone. This could be the other thing. Wow.
It's too far if you're just gonna be a little pussy and watch. If you're gonna be a pussy and watch, then leave.
So is this the the group? They're doing this at the because they think this is what Parlo wants. Parlo has what's the term? Some sort of distance from this shit here. But yeah,
I hope the police kill him. I doubt they will. I hope.
plausible deniability. Parlo definitely has plausible deniability, but making the argument that this creator made, and this Avenger guy might not be the same Avenger, so, but the guy is stupid for not changing his handle in that case, because he's muted. And he sounds like stupid
it's
when
less
you hear
likely
him.
they'll pursue him because they think it's just harassment. Defender in one of Inceptus's videos stated,
Someone reached out to me and said that he had information on Potimer that not many other people had. And his information was that Potimer and his family tricked the McKinney Police Department to believe that Parlo is evil, and everything he has said is lies. And the police also said, "We watched all of Parlo's videos. He makes these videos to harass people."
maybe it wasn't because they were tricked, maybe it was because someone literally tried to swat them. Also, the Inceptus guy was literally there during the SWAT.
And speaking about covering up the truth, Potimer is now seen attempting to throw legal threats of suing me due to leaked clips of me and Defender which were released. Now, Defender is someone who I will cover in a much larger video because there's a lot of misinformation being spread about that, but it is abundantly obvious that
Did he ever make that video? We don't know now. Maybe he's combing through his archives. Not doing that tonight. I'm almost
Potimer
done.
currently is essentially waiting for any opportunity imaginable to silence me and my channel and knock one less person off who is covering his actions.
This is a bit random, but this is just a theory I want to touch upon. There is a clip of Defender destroying Harry Twinkle's server with his friend.
When we're adults, we're gonna be in fucking jail. You wanna know something?
Isn't it funny how Defender is always at the forefront when it comes to Parlo's enemies? Really makes you think.
You're pathetic. You're pathetic. Harry Twinkies, you're fucking pathetic. You're pathetic. You're pathetic. What the fuck is wrong with you? fucking trying to manipulate me. I don't care about money. I don't give a fuck about money. I just want to make my fans happy. I want to do the right thing. I am victim. I fucking victim. And now I need to stop really for it. Do you not understand that? Do you not understand that? I did wrong. I fucked up. And now I'm not gonna continue to post. What?
Oh, Jesus Christ. This is almost fucking heart-wrenching to go through this shit. Kid, this guy sounds like a fucking Xbox squeaker.
Parlo would cover this.
One such example being Harry Twinkle, who was only 15 years of age. Essentially, during a call I had with Harry Twinkle, the UTTP raided his Discord server with absolutely horrific content in order to scar him and his fanbase. And this is what he had to say in response in the call. This was his live reaction.
Yeah, but
oh my god, they're sending horrible things. Please delete the channel. Oh my, who's
What did they
owning the
say?
server? They're sending animal.
What? Are you
Dude,
kidding me?
dude, delete yourself.
So I think what he's implying is Parlos might have had a hand in Defender, the UTTP, to go after this guy so he can cover it. If true, that's fucking fucked up.
You get it, right? I hope I'm joking.
No,
What?
I'm not joking.
I'm joining right now. Hold up. What the?
They're sending and then reporting this to try and get your server taken down by Discord.
Ah! Oh no! This is bad.
Don't look at it. Okay, who owns the server? Who can delete it?
I'm getting my friend too.
And I have to admit, I only found this video because of fucking Himpleton. Okay. I think I looked into this shit like 3 months ago before this video was out. So shout out to Himpleton. Don't trust him personally because he'll fuck you over. But the information he has is good. How he uses it, I don't fucking know.
Okay, good.
Okay, we need to ban those people. They sent too. My God, what the hell?
And there's this one clip from Zero with one of Parlo's editors.
Hey, I'm gonna explain also. I'm gonna clear also myself from this thing. Allegedly, okay? Allegedly. Parlo.
Yeah, okay.
Worked with the UTTP and exchanged evidence. In exchange for that, Parlo gave the UTTP exposure, and the UTTP gave evidence against people Parlo want to expose. Win for everybody, everyone's happy. Memphis can, great thing for him to do. He kills himself.
I think you guys can connect the dots here. So, in conclusion, Parlo actively shared information with Defender, knowing he was shady, possibly making it harder for actual legal action to be taken against Potamer. There's no reason Parlo should have been sharing this personal information with anyone but the police.
Okay. I've kept the stream up long enough. Sorry if the through line's not good enough. I go over shit while playing games, give some comments. Yeah, I think I'm just closing this bitch up. It's pretty actually early. I took a nap to make this happy Thanksgiving to everyone who made it to the end, who's watching this beforehand, and to anyone in chat. Peace out, bye-bye. You're going to have to give me a minute to say fuck off if you're fucking trying to harass people, because that shit's lame. Same thing with bigotry. Why the fuck judge people by their fucking skin or other things? You should hate people on an individual basis and not for what group. Oh, if they fucking use that group to fucking bludgeon people, that's a different thing. That's still that's